There's countdown, you ever did?
Oh shit, wait there. Let me get my phone because it's gonna go off.
7.
Oh shit. Ah. You gotta wait a second for the music to stop before you talk. Morning, beautiful people. It is Wednesday, the 16th of November. You are tuned into 2TDA. Oh, I mixed the two a bit.
Tuned into the 2DA.
Welcome to TDA, the day after, your favorite news platform and the home of popular culture as decided by the culture. You know how that goes. I was getting into my no behavior bag. It was all confusing.
Yeah.
But obviously, we're brought to you by the best. Like to introduce yourself.
You're going for a lot. I think it's the panic you had.
It's Brent's fault. I didn't even see what just happened just now.
Yeah, because you're a bit discombobulated. But we love to see anyway. It is your favourite shade queen, Martin Royalty. I bet you wish I had a longer intro, eh?
And I'm your boy, 6 foot plus of pure temptation, big Mars from the east side of the bridge. You know what it is. Just me and Esther here today.
It's just us. It is just us.
Again, skeleton crew, you know, but we're going to do our best to keep it going, keep
Always.
plugging away.
Always.
You all right? You have a good night?
I did, actually. I did. I had a busy day yesterday. But it's all good. All well rested and ready to go.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm all right. I had early night. I fell asleep on the sofa really early, actually.
Do you think that when you fall asleep on a sofa, do you know what's annoying? You know I said I'd think in my sleep and you guys don't believe.
Yeah.
I had a question I was meant to ask you guys today, but I forgot.
What were you thinking about in your sleep?
Yeah, I should have wrote it down in my sleep. Crap. It was a good question as well. It'll come back to me when I sleep tonight. But when you sleep in the sofa, is it a bother for you to get up and get into your bed?
Sometimes I prefer to just stay on the sofa till the morning.
Because it's a lot, you know.
But I got a comfortable sofa, so I don't mind. I'll just stay there.
Yeah, but you know, like the bed will always be more comfortable though.
Yeah, but once you get into your groove, though, like you know what I'm trying to say. That when you're in your bag, it's like.
Do you know what I miss? When I was a kid and I fall asleep in the car and I get carried into the house. That would never happen again.
You know, you fall asleep one place, you wake up somewhere totally different. Like, oh.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, I'll just carry on.
Yeah, as an adult, I don't think that could ever happen to you.
My partner,
if you're
maybe.
drinking and if you're drinking with your man and you pass out somewhere and he picks you up and carries you.
I don't ever want to be drunk in front of my man. I think that's so embarrassing. And I don't ever want my man drunk in front of me either.
What happens when you don't drink?
No, you get like, I don't get drunk. My friends make it a challenge every year of their lives, but I can't get myself there.
You can't. That means you're just not drinking.
No, I am. I'm a heavyweight. I've got Nigerian blood in me.
Yeah, people that always say this, I always tell them, come link me. You're not participating.
I am participating.
You're not participating.
I am.
I could get you steamboat drunk, absolutely smashed.
I do participate, but I know my limit.
See, that's not fair because then when I'm giving you drinks, you're going to
Nah,
be telling
you
me,
need to have better self-control.
I'm at my limit.
Sorry, but all them football skills, you don't have self-control. I would have thought you'd have that. What are you talking about?
It's not about self-control. If the aim is to get drunk, you got to participate.
No, but I can't get drunk.
You're not.
I can't let go.
You're saying you can't. If you drink as much as I drink, you'll be drunk.
If I drank as much as you did, I'd have one kidney left. I don't know. I can't. But the thing is, it doesn't matter how much. I just can't. I just don't get drunk.
Yeah, I think.
And I do take part.
I heard people say that, but you're not. I don't think you're allowing yourself to. Like you'd have a one drink, but you're not participating. Like you're not engaging.
No. I'm having the same cocktails as everybody else, and I am fine. I'm the one that will get us home.
Okay, cool. That's like casual drinking. I'll be like, what cocktails? Then we're mixing drinks. Then we're doing shots. Then
when you mix, but I could get a hungover. I don't like the headache day after.
Oh, it's part of the game. I don't really get hangovers anymore.
Really?
No, not often.
That's good. Yeah, I don't like that. It's not for me.
You gotta be professional, man.
That's right. Speaking of professional.
Who?
It's a good segue, but I guess not. Can't get the staff. I thought you were gonna lead into what you needed to announce. So I was like, speaking of professional.
Oh, we got a special announcement.
It's the realest, man. This is the realest show. Let's do it.
You can't find the help.
You really can't.
So obviously you know about our special announcement because you've been here with us all week, and obviously you know that we're linking up with the wonderful people at Black Seed VC. You get me? They got something for all of us to get involved in. Remember, I told you that they're giving away 10K to an existing business or a startup business with the best pitch, and we're doing pitch workshops all week. So shout us, get information about that, get ready. Told you the wonderful Danielle Doldu is going to be there. She's doing a serial entrepreneur thing on the panel. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be great. Head over to Instagram, go to Black Seed VC, click the link in their bio. All the information is there. Everything you're going to need and want's going to be there. It's going to be dope. 100%. Remember, actually, don't remember. It's going to get in trouble again. I was going to give them advice.
Ren would have cut your mic. That's just 2 times too many now.
No, but go. I think it's for a good cause. If you win, if you get the best pitch, that's your start right there. You get me? Get ready for the world.
Nice.
Everybody wants a new business. Everybody wants support.
Honestly, absolutely.
Yeah,
we absolutely need it.
So yeah, Black Seed VC, at Black Seed VC on Instagram. Go find them. Click the link in the bio. And with that being said, I think we can get into our headlines.
Let's absolutely do it.
So, Sunak will call for a meeting with President Xi.
Number 11, it's crazy.
Rishi Sunak will call for a frank and constructive relationship with China during the meeting with the country's President Xi Jinping at the G20 summit. It is the first time a UK Prime Minister has met the Chinese president in person since 2018. Leaders of the world's biggest economies are meeting in Bali, Indonesia, to discuss global challenges, including the economic recovery from the COVID pandemic and the impact of the Russian invasion of Ukraine. As reported on TDA on Monday, US President Joe Biden also met President Xi and promised there would be no new Cold War with China. The Prime Minister's official spokesman said the UK government was clear-eyed in how it's approached on how it approached its relationship with China. He said the challenges posed by China are systemic. They're long-term, and it's a country with fundamentally different values to ours, but equally, none of the issues that we are discussing at the G20, be it the global economy, Ukraine, climate change, global health, none of them can be addressed without coordinating action by the world's major economies, and of course, that includes China. Downing Street said the Prime Minister would encourage China to use its place on the global stage responsibly to resolve geopolitical tensions, ensure regional stability, and play its part in tackling the devastating global impact of the war in Ukraine. It added that Mr. Sunak would stress the UK's national and economic security was a precondition of any UK-China engagement. How you doing, Yus?
I'm good, man.
I had to swim here. It's raining outside, isn't it?
Fam, it's getting crazy. Catching dogs.
Weather's not nice at all, is it?
It's terrible.
It's a lot.
That's all right. We're going to bring some light into your day.
That's right.
Don't worry, just focus. Stay here. Oh, it was a big one. I think this one's for Esther.
Yeah, let me have it.
Trump officially announces presidential bid for 2024.
We need to talk. We need to have a meeting.
My hand slipped.
Yeah, it's always slipping, and we need to talk about your hands because Brent always putting horns to things unhornable. It's ridiculous.
Unhornable.
But you know what? Big up Trump, though. Big up Trump for wanting to do this again. You know, I like a powerful man. You know, I like people who don't take no for an answer. No,
Oh, yeah.
pause. I didn't mean that. Just read the headline. Just done.
Well.
Wow.
Donald Trump has officially announced he is running for president for the third time in 2024. In a speech attacking President Biden, the radical left Democrats, and their record on the economy and the world stage in 2 years since he left office. The former president ignored Republican critics and those who blamed him for the GOP's disappointing midterms to go full steam on staying his intent to be back in the Oval Office to drain the swamp with the country being destroyed before our very lives. In order to make America great and glorious again, I am today announcing my candidacy for President of the United States. He confirmed to huge cheers before laying into the FBI raid, the fake dossier, and the deep state and lobbyists. This guy's different, bro. Despite not formally making his announcement until later in the speech, Trump made his intentions clear from the outset by telling his audience, America's comeback starts right now. Trump said, 3 years ago, when I left office, the United States stood ready for its golden age. Our nation was at the pinnacle of power, prosperity, and prestige, towering above all rivals, vanquishing all enemies, and striding into the future confident and resourceful. He vowed to make his run about working people, restoring American energy independence, reforming elections to make sure they are only paper ballots, and restoring an agenda of greatness, with top Republicans and media saying he should stay out of the race. Oh, what, he's not supported, no? Trump peppered his speech with various campaign promises, some of which are similar to statements he made in the campaign-style rallies this year. He said he would hand the death penalty to drug dealers, ban transgender women from playing female sports, plant an American flag on Mars, build a nuclear missile shed, and rehire service members who were fired for being unvaccinated. Celebrating the last 6 years of the MAGA movement, his midterm endorsements, and his battle against Washington, he said, "This will not be my campaign. This will be our campaign altogether, because the only force strong enough to defeat the massive corruption we are up against is you, the American people." He knows how to get the people going.
He definitely does.
What was that about Mars?
He's going to put an American flag on Mars.
Okay, interesting.
He's going to be the one to go up there to do it. I think he should. He might as well.
I don't know if he's got the time. I swear it takes long to get to Mars.
It takes about, 8 hours? 9 hours? I don't
Set
know.
a flight to Nigeria, you know.
But Miles, why does he believe that like we've even been up into space?
I feel like you're not coming out my headphones.
1 2 1 2 probably not. Hold up. Okay.
Let's try this again.
How about now?
There you go.
All right. Why does he believe that we've been to outer space anyway? Or in outer space?
Why does he believe that we've
Yeah.
been
Why
there?
does he believe that? Why is he so silly?
I don't know, you know. It's an
Do you
agenda.
believe
It's an
in that?
agenda.
Do you believe we've been to outer space?
No.
Okay. It was a photo shoot.
Photoshop.
A photo shoot or Photoshop?
Both.
All right, cool. So the things that he said he's going to run on, what do you think that he's actually going to pass?
So what did he say he wants to do? He wants to give drug dealers the death penalty. He wants to ban transgender women from playing female sport. He wants to build a nuclear missile shed and rehire service members who were fired for being unvaccinated. What are you saying? If he gets the job, which one of them would he pass?
Yeah, which one would he actually run through it? Which promise would he keep?
I think
the veterans.
I think all of them.
Wait, is this his marketing campaign? This is his
That's what he's going with.
first single. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
His
yeah.
first single.
single.
Yeah, it's his first single.
This is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
He's not gonna win. This is wild. But then again, we say that there.
I don't know. It don't sound like he's got the full support of the party either. But I mean, I don't know. It's Trump, man, and it's
That's
America.
the thing. It's Trump, man. You just don't know.
I think he would. Well, when you want to pass them laws, they got to push them through the House and through the Senate and all these kind of things. It's
Yeah.
going to get a lot of pushback. So I don't know which ones he would actually be able to get done anyway, to be totally honest with you. But, you know, God loves a trier. I reckon he'll go for all of them.
And how do you feel about him saying he's going to run? Because I remember you saying, like, you've missed Trump in the news.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm happy he's going to run. I don't know whether he stands a chance or not, but obviously, like, the circus is back in town, isn't it? He gave us good content. His speeches, his arguments with reporters, just everything basically. Don't you think the world's been a bit boring though without Trump?
No, because you've got other people that are taking his place.
Like who? Who's
Elon Musk,
Like Kanye.
Kanye,
I mean-
Kyrie, Elon. Elon is going at it.
Elon definitely.
Elon wakes up every day and says, "What can I do to mess shit up again?"
I'll be honest with you, Zot. These are our babies compared to
Compared to
Trump.
Trump.
These didn't watch him on that podium where he's arguing with reporters and the things he was saying to these people. What? This guy,
Trump is a funny character.
this guy told them to drink bleach when it was Corona.
Yeah, it was mad.
He said drink bleach. He said you'll be cool, just drink bleach and disinfectant and that. He was saying it's the China, it's
And then he was-
the
yeah.
China disease. He's saying you can't
And he
say
was
this. It started in China, okay? He's
China.
No, he makes me sick, you know. No, he literally was actually a kid that was just allowed to run the world. Do you know how mad that is? Man said you can't say that said Started in China.
Yeah. Say what you want about this brother. He was thoroughly entertaining. Like, extremely.
He was very funny. He was moving like it was the episode of Simpsons. He was actually just acting, well, being himself.
And I can't remember what the documentary is called. It might be like Surviving Trump or something like that. I don't know, but is it Panorama or one of them? One of the BBC ones. They've done a documentary on Trump towards like his presidency towards the end.
Yeah.
It was quite good, and he was actually doing well. It was Corona. It was Corona that derailed him. They reckon he would have won
Still
again.
stayed.
It was the stuff during the pandemic and his behaviour during the pandemic that people just couldn't condone anymore. You get what I'm trying to say? So,
Do you prefer this type of politics?
huh?
Do you prefer this type of politics?
What, like with the show and that? I suppose it's more fun, isn't it? It's more interesting, don't you think? The British politics is a bit like, obviously once you're involved and you see it, you got the PM the questions and that. It's a bit that's a bit funny and that, but for the most part, it's pretty understated, isn't it? Everything's all big and bossy over there, so it's set for the scene's set for them to have a better show. So probably it's more entertaining.
I think it's nice to have a bit of entertainment, a bit of tea, a bit of.
Well, it must be because
Yes.
I've followed a lot of presidential races, and I don't give a shit about what's going on in America. Really, if I'm honest with you, it's not like I'm super duper invested in their policies and where. But at the time when they're racing and going back and forth and things are going on, it's always entertaining.
I love a scandal, if I'm being honest. Actually, I love a scandal. I wish I was. I don't know when Clinton was in. When he was in office, but I feel like I would have been a baby.
That was in the 90s.
One of
would've
the
been a
whiskey
baby.
thing and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that would have been a good thing to
Uncle
watch.
Brothers.
Yeah, I could imagine it was cold still. I remember all those times. Clinton was different. Clinton was different.
He was actually the first black president.
Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
Why? Because he was smoking weed.
That's his unofficial title.
Title.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a bit of a zaddy anyway. To be fair,
Is that your feeling? Yeah.
I think so.
no, definitely not. Don't do that. Yeah, he's not. Like, I'm thinking of the old one. I don't know what he looks like today. Actually, I'm not gonna say what I think he looks like today. It's not helpful to the people. But yeah, back in the day, I get where Monica was coming from.
Because he had a bit of soul in it. I mean,
Yeah, like he had a bit of
yeah.
je ne sais quoi to him. Do you get me? And he's in power. Like it was. I can see why he got it.
Boy, neck in the Oval Office. Well,
That must be lit.
he wasn't the first and he won't be the last.
Don't you
Right.
think that Trump in power affects affairs over here? Because let's just say Sunak is still running things and Trump gets in 2024. I doubt it will happen because it's quite a long way away.
Yeah.
How do you think he would be treating Sunak, seeing as he's racist?
I don't think he's gonna rate him.
You'd treat him. You'd have to treat him normal. He wouldn't have no choice.
Is it?
He might not rate
Trump
him.
wouldn't have a choice. You know he will.
Nah, once you're the president, you got to deal with the heads of state and stuff like that. You got to deal with people accordingly or within reason.
No, but he's
he
had
might not
moments
respect
where
him.
he had moments where he would meet with someone and shake their hand, and then but when they leave, he'd be like, idiot, and it would leak in the press. Like that man don't care. I think the only person who he cared about was as a prime minister for the UK was Boris Johnson, because they're kind of like for like. They cut from the same cloth, and Boris gives him that energy. Sunak doesn't give me like when you even read the headline about him wanting to be frank with. I'm like, you can't be frank. Sit down. Don't give off that energy. What are you talking about?
It don't make a big difference anyway. How long was he in power for? He done the whole 4 years.
Man said a man can't be frank, you know.
You don't give frank energy. You give.
Can't be stern.
Sit your ass down.
Yeah, he done the whole 4 years before. We was cool. So
Well, we weren't. Boris Johnson basically looked to mimic everything that he was doing.
Protege.
Even in the run-up to the campaign, or the campaign itself, he was just mimicking Trump's like audacious, wild statements and mannerisms and all sorts. This was his daddy.
it worked for him though.
his
course it did.
daddy.
Exactly. So doing no
And then
problem
look at where we are now, in a mess.
Starting like
Yeah,
my
but,
daddy.
I mean, we're always going to be in the shit, man. It's like there ain't no difference between nobody. I don't think it makes a difference. I was thinking about that the other day. Like, obviously, Rishi Sunak's took over the leadership. Obviously, there's stuff going on behind the scenes and rare. But essentially, my life ain't changed. No, that's got a difference to me.
I thought you were close to the LBC streets.
I'm talking out there, but I just said what they think. That's their life. They're the ones in disarray, not me. I don't give a shit. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm just listening to these lots of struggles.
I'm just.
Yeah, it's not my
So
problem.
it is making a difference to the people then.
To the people, yeah, to the people who care enough. Some of these people care about all the wrong things. You know what I'm trying to say?
All the wrong things.
some of
Stuff
them.
that affects their lives.
Well, no, because when they're talking about Rishi and stuff like that, it's not because it's the stuff that affects their life. It's because it's because there's a brown man at the helm. You get me? So,
You 100%. You're aware that a lot of these calls, some are mixed up with just sick and tired of the Conservative Party, and some are mixed up with just plain old racism.
yeah.
It's the Conservative Party more like, no?
Do you reckon it's more the
100%.
what than the plain on racism?
100%.
No, but these people, once they pick their side, they're gonna support what they support through thick and thin. So they are probably frustrated with the party, but it's not like frustrated enough that's gonna make them change sides or anything like that.
So you haven't heard any Conservative callers calling in saying, I've been voting Conservative all my life, but now I have to change because the mess that you've put us in.
I've heard that kind of sentiment, but I haven't heard like a lot of it myself personally, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah, but you don't keep the same type of company.
That's true.
Loons and them, they're not talking about politics.
No, why is Loons in it?
Oh wait, there. E-man's working on the fly.
Yeah, Eman's
It's probably the Polish.
or the doc.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that topic of the day. Done it before, no?
Have we?
But I don't want to speak too soon because yesterday you guys were doing the same thing and it turned out to be quite a good conversation. So I reserve judgment until the end.
All right, then. Well, let's get into our next segment. What are you saying? Topic of the day.
Let's do it.
He's editing this doc as we
No,
speak.
I saw his
you
name
know.
pop up a second ago. I think this
No,
is,
there's words
Emmanuel.
coming on the page.
there's about 11 bullet points.
Now he knows us better than that.
So our topic of today, or of the day, today, is social media making us less social?
No, he's writing bare stuffs.
Eman, call in, will ya?
Just quickly, just before we
Get into it.
get into it,
Is it making us less social?
you say that while you're on your phone.
Well, it is called social
First of
media,
all-
so we're just socializing.
I am doing my
in a
job.
different way, no?
Well,
Is it
well,
making us less
well-
social in person? For sure. Yeah.
So like when you're at a dinner party or around the table, everybody's not really interacting.
Yeah.
and
So
stuff.
rather than being social with you in person, I'm being social with someone on my phone. I'm still being social. I'm just negating the socialness.
Sometimes it's better company on my
front
phone. And that's the harsh truth. Sometimes people don't want to hear that. It's better company on my phone. If people get me engaged enough while I was with them, I wouldn't have to go on my phone. And that's the harsh reality of
But
this
if you put your
conversation.
phone down, then there's more chance to explore the conversation and stuff
Nah,
like
'cause
that.
sometimes I put my
Like if
phone
you're
down.
engaged initially, like
Yeah.
someone having to force you to put your phone down, and not necessarily at force like that, but that's the way it's
Yeah.
gonna feel.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, cool, I've got to strike up something good to get you to put your phone down
Yeah.
and get you to engage in the first place. And then it already shows you've already got the wrong energy because
No,
I'm
it's
here
not.
But
ready
what
to
if-
talk and my phone's
No,
down.
but
What if the
Some-
conversation on my phone is more compelling than the conversation in front of me?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but that
Because
can
sometimes
stay. You can reply to that anytime. We're here now.
No, but sometimes I am engaging the person. When I spend time with people, I engage with them, right? And then if this is just not giving, I resort to other options.
Obviously, I'm being egregious. Yeah, the answer is yes. I understand what the question is, but
Yeah, I'm just trying to be
I'm
annoying
just-
today.
I'm
I'm in a very
being annoying.
cheeky mood
Yeah, yeah.
today.
but yeah, no. The answer is
So
yes.
you're gonna get
but
from me.
I want to play this contrarian card, innit? Like, we are still socializing with people. We're just doing it through a device, right? So the question is, what is more important to you? Socializing in person or socializing through the
Via
metaverse?
the web.
No, it's not. It's because it's with the people you've came to meet. It's not about what's more important to me. Because if we came in and we've come to meet up and we've gone for a meal or something like that,
Yeah.
and I'm here with you three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Regardless of how much I enjoy socializing with people around the world, at this moment in time, I've come to meet you two. If I can't get a conversation out of you, because you are sitting down on your phone, how's that benefit
Give
me?
me something compelling then, bro.
This is
Be interesting.
Hello?
so
You're
I'll
boring,
be here.
Mugs.
So you're putting the onus on whoever you're going to meet just to start the conversation and just basically.
Nah,
so
I'm
if they
listening.
can't,
No, 'cause
if they
sometimes
can't engage me,
No, I'm
No, because
listening.
sometimes I give you back and then you don't even carry it. You give me this, I give you this, you bring me down to this. Stop being silly now. I'm going on my phone. I'm being very annoying. But basically, let me just be normal for a second. No, I do believe if you're spending time with people one-on-one, you should spend that time should be that time away from your phone, away from all that stuff. I don't think people take enough breaks from social media anyway. I think social media is way too much. And I do believe, to answer the question, yes, I do think it makes people less social in person. I think a lot of people have less social skills as well in person. Like I think when you think about it, yeah, if you come off socials, think of how many conversations you have that don't come from socials. In real life conversations that you have. Do you get what I mean? Like a lot of times you might not be on your phone, but the references and the things you're talking about are things that you have seen on social. So people can't, as in social media, people can't separate the two. So I definitely do think it's having that effect.
Here's a question for you. Does it make it easier for us as humans to communicate in person?
Does social media make it easier for us to communicate?
Yeah, so look, here's an example, yeah. Like a man who can't approach women in real life, yeah, because they lack confidence and self-esteem or whatever, yeah. But if they approached them on socials and the women they like actually like them on social media, like would it not make it easier for them to carry the convo in real life? You get me? To cultivate a real life relationship, basically.
As in break the ice online, and then it's easier for you in person.
Yeah, like for like guys who struggle to talk to women in real life, but could do it on social media.
Yeah, no, obviously
if they reciprocate that on social media, then when you meet in real life, you are straight in it.
Do you know what?
Yeah, I guess when you're not in front of the person's face and you're able to, I guess, essentially, I don't know if hide is the right word, but you know, there's a lot of variables that affect your confidence.
You've been called out.
What's that?
You've been called out.
For?
John said you don't even respond to messages on your phone, so you're chatting.
John, you're one of the boring people that I was referring to earlier. I don't like talking to you. What was I saying?
My problem with social media is a lot of people ain't how they are in real life.
That's what I was going to say. About the guys when we're confident. There are guys who will talk to you in like the DMs or whatever.
Yeah.
And then when you go on a date, I'm thinking, I know you're lying. So this is a setup. So no, I don't think I don't think being able to socialize or being able to talk to someone online translates into the real life, because some people honestly cannot hold a conversation in real life, and it always shows. So yeah.
Yeah, I've seen people worry about that, thinking that things are going to be different in real life. And in my mind, I'm thinking, if we're speaking now and conversations flowing now, how's it going to be worse in real life? Surely it's going to be better.
Some people, it is what you saw. It's what you said, where it breaks the ice, and then when you meet each other in real life, you realize that you're very alike.
Yeah.
But some people, honestly, their confidence, they don't have in-person confidence, so it's very boring.
Yeah, they lack the confidence to be themselves and to convey their true personality in person. Like there might be so many different variables that affect them in person, but over the phone, they're at home by themselves, they're more at ease. And then they're able to convey what they want to say.
Yeah. And then when
in person now, they might freeze up, might start sweating, might get anxious. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can always tell when a guy's anxious. It's very cute.
Yeah.
Is it? How's a guy look like when he's anxious?
You just, like, the mannerisms is just like, all like kind of awkward, like, but I can see that he's trying to talk himself up to not be.
And body language is off.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh, babes.
You know what I mean?
I know I am God's best, but calm down. It's only me.
What I don't like is the different personalities. So online, you're one particular type of person.
I hate that.
And then in person, you're just... The one I hate the most, the one that grinds my gears...
I think I know what you're going to say.
Is that those people who are extremely meek in person, like quiet, timid, reclusive, but online they've just got piping up.
Piping up.
Piping up, you know, windpipe thing.
That's a trigger for them. Do you know what I don't like? Is because sometimes like online talk can get people a bit too overfamiliar, and I hate that trait in people anyway. Do you get what I mean? So some people, they will, like, even guys that move to you, like, well, move to girls, they will we do a couple jokes here and there, blah blah, in the DMs call, and then when we meet up in person, you're like way too, like, we're not there yet. You don't know me like that. So do you get me? So there's that there as well. But I do think it's a confidence thing. I think if I personally think anyway, if you're interested, you're gonna be interested online and offline.
Does it matter where the initiation of contact is done, if that makes sense? Does it matter if it's in real life or if it's like the first initiations DMs on Instagram or whatever?
I personally prefer first initial conversations on like social media.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I prefer being moved to online than I do in person.
So if a guy saw you at an event and he knew your socials, right?
Yeah.
So for you, it's don't talk to me now.
Okay, I don't
Hit me
like
up
that.
later talking about, oh, hey, I saw you at such and such.
Yeah, I don't like when people do that either.
Okay.
But I mean, this is someone that hasn't seen, that is just a stranger.
Okay.
But I think, to be fair, this is what it comes down to. A lot of gather with women. It's about the person in it.
Yeah.
Really and truly. But I find it awkward when I move to in public, because if I'm not really feeling this, it's like you got audience now. it's just awkward. Do you get what I mean?
Making a
So
scene.
yeah, you're literally making a scene. So I'd rather you message me DMs. I could act like I haven't seen it. Do you get what I mean? There's more things for me to do. But if it's a thing where you do see me, don't see me in person. Be able to come and say hello to me, and then tell me afterwards I saw you in person. So
I saw you. I wanted to come and say hi.
I find that so pathetic. That's an ick. That's
But that's
definitely
my
ick.
thing. Is like, right? Why don't you say hi?
Yeah,
exactly.
that's an ick. Don't tell me you saw me earlier and you didn't say hello. But I
And
think
they
if
can
you're
say,
gonna,
"Oh, you look busy though. You was busy. You was a boom, 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 boom."
nah, you could have made time. If you're fine enough, I'd whoever I'm off to talk to you. But yeah, I would rather if it's a complete stranger. I don't like strangers moving to me in person. I can't tell enough. I like to be able to tell. I have more material to work with.
Yeah.
If it's on social media.
Would you respect a girl more if she moved to you face to face or online?
Maybe the respect in person might be a bit more because I know it might be a bit harder.
It's therefore harder, boy.
But I don't subtract respect in either scenario. But yeah.
Okay.
Have you guys ever had girls move to you in person?
Yeah.
Did you say no?
Like not like that, but like it's just swerve it.
How'd you swerve it, Marks?
Because you just don't have it. innit?
How?
Huh?
What did you say to swerve it?
You just,
I don't know. You just talk friendly.
Aw.
You just be friendly and just don't.
yeah, you just tell them.
Don't like you don't exchange contact details basically.
Yikes.
So
What,
you
is
just
this after she's asked for it?
not necessarily asked, but she's come and been friendly and
And you know what
basically
she
let it be known that boom, 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 and you just friendly it off back. But don't.
Why have you decided to
Yikes.
disrespect her in that manner? She plucked the courage to come and talk to you, right?
Yeah.
Her heart's probably racing, nerves all over the place. She's asked you for your details and you've said no.
That's
Yes.
What are you doing?
That ain't disrespect.
That's not disrespect. What if
That's
I-
terrible, Marks.
How? If I'm not feeling her, what's the matter?
No, equal opportunities because a guy moving to me, just because you summed up the courage, I don't care how nervous you are, man. If I'm not feeling you, this is not happening.
No, he's trolling, of course, but
Of course he is. It's Brent. That's Brent's brand.
Yeah, if you're not feeling her, what do you want to do? Like, if you
Yeah.
I don't like it. Oh, congratulations.
Yikes. Oh my gosh.
And I don't
I'd
feel
actually
bad about
die
that. Do you know how
on the
many
line.
gal? You know how many gal I've tried to talk to in my life that didn't have it?
exactly.
Yeah, but
I can't feel
the
bad.
norm
This is the
isn't
get
for
back.
women to do it. You got. Are you really nice and like gentle with it though? You
In
have
what
to be.
sense?
So you see how girls like sometimes they'll be like, "Nah, man." Like girls can be rude with it. Innit?
Yeah.
Are you gentle when you turn a girl away?
I don't have
guy-
a lot of experience of turning
You
girls
know,
away
guys
first.
can use all the same excuses you lot use, right?
Got a
Like,
girlfriend.
I've got a girlfriend, or take my
You know, I thought
Snapchat.
you was when you're gonna say you got a boyfriend. When
Oh,
you said
no.
the same excuses, I
Well,
thought,
to be fair,
You
that-
can.
because someone
well,
must say with
no,
girlfriends.
that
Yeah.
could be one.
It's a good excuse
One of
as
your
well.
excuses,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh no, sorry, I've got a man.
But do you know the benefit of that though is that because when girls say that like, oh sorry, like I've got a girl,
Yeah.
they'll be like, guys be like, oh
Yeah,
no.
yeah. Guys see it as a challenge.
Yeah,
Like, oh, you got a
no,
girl.
sir.
Nah, I've got yeah.
Kevin seems to think that women have no game.
Who?
Kevin's chatting shit, bro.
They're not the best at gaming.
No, women have game. I have game.
Marks,
Yo.
in your experience, Yusuf, in your experience,
Esther, my experience.
what, that women have game?
For the
You're not
most,
the best to judge, no?
some women.
I am because every guy I've
some
moved to in
women have
person,
game.
I have secured.
Ooh,
Absolutely.
spicy. Some women have game, but I would say the majority probably don't not because you know they're sourceless. They just lack the experience.
Yeah,
Women-
yeah. I think it builds
They
character,
lack
innit?
the
Yeah, yeah.
in-game practice. You know the inverting fullbacks and that. You know,
Here we
they
go
lack the
again.
in-game experience, man.
Do
Miles,
you know what?
hours.
I agree with that. I think it is experience. I think I think women can have game, but the lack of experience hasn't got them to practice.
Exactly.
I don't
enough.
think women have game, and I think they're confusing getting the end results and getting the man that you want as game, if that makes sense. Because women have sex when they want, and men have sex when they can, innit? So you're confusing you throwing your pussy on his brother and him taking it as you having game, and it's not, because if you're nice enough and the guy wants you can throw your pussy on anyone, they'll take it. That's a cheat code. It's not about that.
This isn't at me, is it?
No, I'm just saying that
Okay,
the game is
sure.
about working up and using different things and getting to that. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's why the men have to have it, because we can't just take the pussy when we want. You know what I'm saying? That's illegal.
Is game essentially
That's illegal.
is
I'm
game
just
essentially being void of certain credentials, but using the best that you have to get what you want.
Kind of.
Whereas women, if you're an attractive woman,
That's it.
you don't have to have game. Essentially, you just
That
use
is
your
that you want.
physicality.
Yeah,
to
if you're
get what
nice
you
and you're
want.
decent,
Yeah.
and furthermore, I see it online all the time. You don't even have to be nice. There's gal with hundreds and hundreds of thousands of followers there, and they're just because they're just throwing their pussy out there. They're meaty. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like, so you don't even have to be nice. If you're giving the people what they want, someone's gonna take it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I don't necessarily think it's easy for a good-looking girl or even a medium-looking girl, to go and take. For the most part, maybe not. Obviously, there's exceptions to the rules, but for the most part, go in and take in any man you want.
Yeah.
But you're just gonna go and throw pussy on them, like that's
Do you know
easy.
what though? I do believe, I always say to my friends anyway, I do believe more women should move to men because I think a lot of women end up with guys who like them and not guys that they like. Like women will grow to like a guy, but I don't believe in that. I think if you go after guys that you like, you end up with better guys, in my opinion. And not just the guys that like you.
like.
Do you know what I mean? So go for guys that, and this is why I always encourage women to move to guys. Like if there's a guy that you feel like you're feeling and you like or whatever, talk to him. Don't wait around for some guy who you're not really gonna be feeling like that, but because he's come to talk to you, then you like him at some point. I've got time for that.
I never thought about that. So if women are always waiting for guys to move to them, then for real, you're always ending up with guys that like you.
Yeah, you do not like. Yeah, you grow to like these guys, but now if you go for what you want,
but sometimes the guys that move to you are guys that you like though.
Sometimes,
but the stats is a bit.
Yeah, I get the stats might be a bit swayed in the other direction.
Yeah.
So,
ladies,
what do you consider game from women, boys? Because there are a couple of girls asking Esther to teach them, but I'm not sure if it is that she's...
Go on, S.
No. You're not sure what?
If she's willing to teach them.
I think...
That's not what you're going to say, by the way.
No, that's exactly what I was going to say.
What's game for women? The thing,
it would have to be coming from a position of like a disadvantage.
No, I don't really believe in game, you know.
What? They're not nice looking?
Not necessarily nice looking, but in a situation where like...
She's not what you want.
Yeah, like he's not what you might have wanted, like, or less desirable than other options and stuff like that. But you managed to get there in the first place, or you managed to like put yourself in a position and turn this guy around into like.
Okay, so that's what you need game for.
Feeling you, yeah, because that's where the game would come into, innit? Because when you're in a position of power and privilege, it's easy already, innit?
Yeah.
I think it would have to show itself when you're in a position of disadvantage. I think because women always have the upper hand.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
So women don't need game then. So ladies, definitely go for the guys that you like.
Oh no, women don't need game.
Go for the guys you like. Honestly, it changes your life.
Women don't need game at all. I think women just need to be.
I think it's be more assertive.
Do you appreciate when she makes the effort?
I think we should break down the elements of game though. I mean, like we're talking about personality traits. So we're talking about being able to, you know, like
hold a conversation.
How much of game is like coercion and shit? Like,
it's all
like,
shit.
I'm trying to convince you
why
I'm good for you, even though I'm not good for you. Right? Yeah. Is that what game is?
That's men's game, yeah.
Is it?
I'm asking. I'm
it's
trying
men's
to
games, men's
define
lies. Yeah.
Because for me, it's like I don't really believe in game per se. It's like if you have a good personality, right, and you're good looking, you've got charisma, you're funny, whatever, and that's just who you are. Is that game, or you just being yourself?
It's all a game.
That's true, though.
You know what I mean? That where does game?
What is game?
Come into it? If you are all these things naturally.
No, it all comes into it, because it's all a game. You get what I'm trying to say? It's all a game. That's
EA
why
Sports.
It's EA Sports is all a game. That's why they call men who get a lot of girls, they call them players. Do you know what I'm trying to say? That's why they call them players, because they're playing the game.
Yeah.
It's like birds and the bees, Mars, Venus, men and women, rare. The whole interaction, obviously, it's different for women. Women want love and boom, boom. And obviously, some men want that too. If you find it, it's cool. But like the whole rat race between us, the whole interaction is one's giving, one's taking. You know what I'm trying to say? There's an end goal. Most men want sex from women.
Yeah.
And most women understand that. So women put up their parameters for what it's going to require for you or anybody in the world to have sex with me. These are the stipulations. You know what I'm trying to say? And then as the men, it's for us to see if we meet them stipulations. Where the game comes into it, because some men don't meet them stipulations, but then they need to try and trick you or convince you.
That's what I'm saying.
That they do.
How much of game is lying?
A lot of it.
Coercing, pretending.
A lot of it is. That's why it's a dirty game.
That's what I'm saying. So is game, should game be glorified then? You ain't got game. You ain't thinking I'm not lying.
No, it should be glorified, man.
Do you know what?
Pimps and players run the game, man. It should be glorified.
Should be glorified, yeah.
Yeah, if you ain't got no game,
I thought we were just talking about how it is that you speak to or speech a girl to basically have her think, all right, cool, you're smooth talker.
I think that's game, you know. Being able to actually have a conversation and keep me engaged.
What's the end goal though?
For her to like you.
Exactly. That's the same thing we're talking about.
No, but all right. So, has a girl ever approached you two guys and visually not really what you guys would call your spec.
Yeah.
But through talking to you, she's managed to twang you into wanting further dealings.
Has the personality elevated the lack of look?
Yes.
The lack of looks.
Yes.
Yeah, that's happened to me before.
Now, see, mine don't count because it's through, they use the dark arts.
Which
Oh.
is, what do you mean?
Because it was the same thing. It wasn't like, oh, your personality is so amazing, I want to get to know you. Oh, you're so funny, whatever. They was moving wicked. You get what I'm trying to say? So they was using the dark arts. They was on wickedness. And then after a while, after hearing all this wickedness, I was like, you know what?
Wait, just give me
Oh,
an example.
So
Give
no,
me more context.
he's being sold on like
The
sexual
nastiness.
premises.
Yeah, like nastiness, seduction tactics. They was moving wicked.
Yeah.
You get me? So after a while, it's just the whole bombardment of the wickedness.
Just had you blinded.
You get, you
Wait,
get what
hold
I'm
on.
trying to
But
say?
has, but has a girl ever approached you on not a sexual vibe? As in, she might want sex eventually, but that's not her initial approach. It's more so just conversation, getting to know you. I'm so and so, like, or has it just been like wickedness, badness?
I can't remember that, but I'm not really like I'm like a sexual being. You know what I'm trying to say? That so you can't just come to me and talk about you want to get to know me and all this kind of stuff. Because what do you want to get to know me for? To do what? Like,
You know what's
there's
so
gotta be-
crazy? Yeah, when you asked me the
excuse me.
question, I knew you were gonna answer that, but I didn't want to jump. So
No,
I'm
it's
glad
like-
you proved me right.
No, because
Yeah,
I was waiting for you to say that. 'Cause I was going to say then, you basically get back what you put out.
Yeah.
So you put out sex, wickedness,
get
and badness.
this.
So that's what you get back.
Well, that's what I want. Because if you're not bad or
Yeah.
wickedness, you can't really deal with me.
I hear that
anyway.
still.
So
Wicked and bad.
wicked and bad. You know what I'm trying to say? So yeah, I've been twanged before, but like I said, I think they use the dark arts, which is not fair. Like I said, it's easy for anyone
That's
to
what
do
it's
that.
It is fair though, because that's what you want.
Yeah, but nah, still, it's not fair. It's the dark arts because men can't do that. Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
like,
but it's-
men, it's proper not fair. Like, men can't do that. There's nothing.
Give me an
like,
example, please.
Men
I need
can't
some
do what?
context.
like, men can't just come and like just seduce you with like, because women ain't wired like that. Like,
No,
women
they're
don't
men
care.
They're men
No,
that can.
men try and do that. Some
No,
men
but I
try
think
and
they're
do
gonna
that.
have to use they're gonna have to use like different things. Like maybe you could like lifestyle and that. You get what I'm trying to say? Like lifestyle can seduce
I think some guys
men.
come with romance.
Lifestyle.
No, it's true because women, the way women are wired, like lifestyle and stuff,
Yeah.
is harder for them to go
Yeah.
backwards.
So basically, men can't lead with sex,
No.
whereas women can lead with sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Men will have to like lead with, like you said, other things. Bring sex by the
To
back
then
door.
get
I got this dick too. You want
It's
some?
a bonus.
You want some?
Yeah, that's kind of it. I think men can't lead with it.
Yeah.
Like, and women can. You get me? So that disparity.
What
So,
we live in. Men did this.
Yeah.
yeah, so that's what I'm
God
saying.
did
It's,
this.
it's not fair. It's not fair when women just want to come and try to use the dark arts and just seduce you up and because no one like you see like everybody like talks about all these like women really run the world and they're really cool. People talk about all these we do this beauty standard stuff and what people go for and all this like and weight and height and colour and boom 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 boom. And essentially it's slightly all nonsense. Like no one ain't missing no meals. Like the fattest gal out here getting slammed up. You get what I'm trying to say? Like the media's thing got links, especially
Yeah,
with
but-
social media and it doesn't matter what you are. Everyone likes dark skinned girls. All the light skinned girls are winning. All everybody's eating.
Yeah, but these
Like-
concerns
Everybody eats.
is not based off a lack of sexual food. That's not what the
Oh.
movement's about. That's not what we're trying to earn. So. Yeah, that's not.
No, I'm just saying. I see everybody moaning, but no one ain't missing no meals. Like people are shaming this one and shaming that one. Everyone are shaming us. They're outside.
No, but they're people who actually
No, there
are
are-
not. They're
no.
really inside.
No, there are people missing meals, or they're not eating as much as they want to eat. Am I making sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
They
understand.
would like to eat more.
Or
Can
or
you
they eating
explain
the
it
type of
further?
food that they really want to eat.
They will. Okay, so basically,
Like
yeah.
they'll prefer filet mignon,
But
but
they're
they're in Indian corned beef because they ain't got no choice. Rough.
True. But
Yeah.
they're not going hungry though. You get me? People are moving like it's famine out here. It's not.
Yeah, but it is, and that's the thing. I think it is for some people, genuinely for some people.
I think back in the day,
I think
that
today-
it would have been easier to make that argument with social media.
Nah,
with the way the
today,
world is
trust
now,
me,
there's not
today
famine.
it is.
Famine where?
Now, when you hear some people's stories, yeah, I remember there was a girl, and she talked about how she'd never been on a date, like no guy's ever taken her on a
Yeah.
date or anything like that, and people were like, that's so sad. But there's
But
a
she
lot
wasn't
of
a virgin
realities.
though.
Yeah, but you're just talking about sex.
Big
though.
man, there's a lot of realities now.
You're just talking about sex. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's so hard to have this conversation with you because your end goal is just the one thing.
Like
looking at humanities.
a lot of women are not out here not just trying to have sex, they're trying to find a real partner.
Real
innit?
love.
So they're struggling with that. Whereas you're saying when it comes to sex, though, no one should be struggling. Is what you're saying.
But people are struggling. That's the thing. They're men. Ooh, they're men struggling.
What with Tinder and Hinge and that?
Yeah, they're men struggling.
Boy, I've seen like man are eating out here, man. They're living all kinds of man as well. Just
I
go on
think
social media.
It's what you're seeing. It's what's in your view. But there are people who really are down.
Yeah, there's
bad.
definitely not every single human being is flourishing in these regards. Some people are struggling.
I'm not obviously
There's
we're
more
not.
people than you think, you know.
I'm not saying everybody's excelling and doing crazy numbers and stuff like that, but like
Excelling. This
no
conversation is
Yeah, but
stupid.
what? But we.
no one's not down bad
but
like that.
People are,
we
Max.
ain't happy to give our Fs. This is not what this is about.
You're speaking from a place of privilege.
You know what I mean?
Just from a place of privilege. Trust me, people are down and out. Well, down and inside.
It's a sad story, then, man. I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Because I just think, like I said, social media made the world really small, gave everybody access, and everybody. Like, it'll tell you there's someone for everybody out there.
Well, if you think about it, then
I
why
do
is that? Then catfish will not be on its 20th season? Because the people that get catfished, people that are doing the catfishing, the people that can't find. A lot of them sometimes people that can't find out.
That's a good point. Those people who are catfishing, they ain't
getting it.
They ain't flourishing.
Somebody should have called me a fat ass Kelly Price. It's a real thing. Some people are down bad.
Down BAD.
It's a shame though.
Are we down bad? I want to see what the chat's saying. Some of you are in the chat. Are
I'm
you
gonna
down as bad as Esther's
Emails,
saying?
questions.
All right, yeah, we can get through some more of these questions. We always digress. Where did we get to? Do people really become completely different people online, or is that a version of themselves?
What about does social media inflate our egos?
Oh, it definitely does, isn't it?
Yeah,
Do you post? Don't you post when you post? You want likes, right?
More so,
So that bottle was winding me up.
reach and that.
That
More
what?
so reach.
That bottle.
Yeah, when you post for likes, right?
Kind of, but not really. I post more for like what's them metrics? You got reach, you got
You
Engagement.
just want engagement. Interaction.
Yeah, I think engagement is more so what I want
Yeah.
than likes.
Yeah, engagement. Well, likes is engagement.
I feel like the like currency for me has died.
No, but likes is engagement.
It is.
Yeah.
What's the other metric, man?
Statistics. No, it's not statistics. Engagement.
I'm gonna check.
I don't know.
I'm gonna check.
Do you post for your ego, young man?
Who, me?
Max? Yeah.
I don't even post.
Yeah. Because you don't know how to use it?
Of course
You just
I
don't care for it?
Of course I know how to use it. I just honestly, I hate social media, man.
Yeah, man.
Like I honestly hate social media. I'm a real life person. I deal with it in real life, and I hate social media. And I understand that this is the currency in this day and age, and we got to do it. Yeah, but it's like one thing will lead to that. You could just get lost in it. It's like there's no. It's like every day you got to do it every day, and I just don't care enough for it. Like I do enough every day. Like I work online on social media. I produce content all the time. I film every single day. I put out new content all the time. If you want to see me or whatever, or engage with me, come and do it where I'm working, where I'm doing my content. I don't care about these Instagram or posting pictures. You see one picture of me, you've seen them all. How many am I going to post? Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? That? Oh, and obviously I understand there's people out there who care and who want to see all that stuff like that, but I just can't bring myself to do it. Like even like Twitter, I engage on Twitter probably more than other social media platforms like Snapchat and Instagram or whatever like that. But even then, I have to just go away because I know if I sit on
Impressions. Is that the one you look for?
Impression.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Twitter, if I just
Thanks,
sit on Twitter,
Fernand.
I'm gonna say something crazy and I'm probably gonna get in trouble. So it's better I just stay off there.
Who's
Corner.
calling in?
Yeah,
Okay.
impressions is what I was talking about.
Okay, I get you.
Hello.
Good morning. Who are we speaking to, please?
Can we turn the live down, please?
Yes, I've just stopped it. Sorry. You okay?
Morning. Who are we
Morning.
speaking to?
My name is Abby. I've called before actually, just once.
Okay.
Hi, Abby.
Nice to have you
Hi.
again.
You okay? I was just calling to put, I guess, some like perspective into the conversation. I think I agree with Esther. Yeah, social media is one of them things. It's like, I think everyone posts for ego, first of all, because even if you post, I think even like now with photo dumps and stuff, people just want to try and like, I guess like downrate it and put like whatever picture, but at the end of the day, you're still putting the best picture of yourself. So like it is definitely for ego for everyone. Like, and also like about like the dating thing. I've actually got. I remember like a conversation I had with one friend, and I live in Manchester, but I was born in France, and both of us like were born in France, and then obviously he moved here anyways. And he was saying how a lot of the times when he'll go and chat up a girl in the street, because in France that's kind of like something, I guess, or was in time. And now he's doing here. People say to him that he's a weirdo, and that he should not be going up to a girl and do that kind of stuff. And we were talking about it, and I was thinking, to be fair, it's like if someone actually comes up to you in the street and asks you for your number, you most likely are not going to give it to him. Because on social media, it's kind of very different. And I remember like my first ever date, which was obviously ages ago, but like it was someone that I'd met on social media, and we were talking all day, like, you know, like everything was fine, whatever. And we apart for the first time, and literally the date was like both of us were in the part, and nothing was actually been said. I was literally texting my friend on my phone saying like nothing's actually being said, like what is actually going on.
That's the worst.
Like, it wasn't. I was waiting for every minute to go by so I can go back home. It was like most waste of my time. So I do definitely feel like, well, we are down bad on that side, and social media does make things, I guess, like more accessible.
Do you know, sorry to cut you, yeah. Listen, you're saying like if someone tried to approach you, you think there was a weirdo, yeah. But what if you like them? Like obviously you don't know them, but there's just initial physical attraction there. You look in this guy, you're thinking, oh, this is nice, and he obviously thinks the same about you. This is why he's come to speak to you. You don't give him your number because it's in real life.
No. But you know, with every rule though, if you're that guy, you're going to get whatever you want.
This is what I'm saying. So this guy, when like people, the women saying this stuff, it's because it's guys who they're not feeling that's approaching them.
No, but do you know what it is? I'll be honest with you. I've even had good-looking guys approach me. But do you know what it is? I think social media makes people feel like less strangers. So when someone meets me in the road and I do not know you from anywhere, you're evidently a stranger.
But what
for
if
some
someone
reason,
on social media who you've never seen before, though? A new account.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So for some reason, you don't feel as strange as someone literally walking up to you on the road.
Is it because it's less invasive?
Yes, I think it's that. Because you know what it's, it's that. And I think it's the pressure as well. I don't like that pressure of, you've just stopped me. It's just like, what are we doing here?
Go on.
Sorry, babes, go on.
No, I was going to say, I agree with it. It's like, it's the same pressure of like, you're asking me for my number in the street right now, and I've got to give it to you now. It's like, do I really want to? Can I not like get further information before I decide?
Yeah, whereas over the phone, you have time to read it, think about it, go about your day, come back to it, then reply.
But you
in
know,
person,
even
it's like right now.
Yeah, but guys even understand that, and that's why now in this day and age, more rather than asking for your number, a confident man will ask for your number, but someone who understands
the way the landscape is,
they're gonna say, you're on Instagram.
Yeah. Because even with like Instagram, when you think about DMs first, you talk and then you then be like, okay, do you know what? Let's get your number. When you're in person,
you ain't gonna be like, oh yeah, I'll catch you later.
Yeah, because I'll be honest, I've had
now or never, innit?
Yeah, and I've had really good looking guys who are my type, but it's just like this is just very like, you're just in my business.
I prefer a real life interaction 10 times out of 10.
Like, you don't like social media.
That's true.
So
yeah.
Pardon?
Sorry?
Sorry, I was saying I agree with you though. I feel like people should do it more often. Guys, sorry. Should come girls more in the street more often, because I'm not being funny, but how many times have we been deceived when you see someone face to face after seeing them on social media? It's like, you are very different, especially the height thing as well. Sometimes it's like
man said the height thing. Man are taking pictures from
angles.
I'm not sorry to start the gender wars here, but I'm sure men go through that more than women.
Yeah,
surely
there's a thing called neck up Twitter.
Yeah, but even with the filters and that, men should more look like their profiles.
Neck up is still hiding something.
What does that mean?
I think we should just stay on the call.
What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't understand. Please fill in.
Who, me?
No, what does neck up Twitter mean?
So basically, people take pictures of the neck up, so you don't get to see what's going on
from the neck down.
Why?
Because what's going on neck down, they feel like it might not appeal to you.
Yeah, it closes the disheveled and stuff.
No, it's their body. Their body.
Brent knows exactly what it's about.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Don't say thank you.
That's a fact. If you go on a girl's Instagram,
Yeah.
and the picture's just headshots, forget what her body looks like, it means she doesn't like it.
No, that does not mean that.
Facts.
Are you okay? Don't tell me
Her
facts.
personally, because everybody's opinion, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. So, like, she might not like something that somebody else is rating.
Yeah.
That's regardless. If she's not showing it off once, she doesn't like it. Forget what everybody else is saying.
Some women don't like to show off because I take a lot of selfies. I can take a lot of neck up pictures.
Yeah.
But the neck down, trust me, is doing what it needs to do.
Yeah, but you've got full body pictures.
Yeah, but not
You
as
ain't
much as I
hiding.
have.
It doesn't matter about hiding. You're not hiding.
Okay, so you mean at
He's
all?
saying
No
girls
full
who
body.
have
None.
none at all.
Okay. I thought you meant like a ratio. Okay,
No,
fair.
not a ratio. I'm talking about none. You can go to some and there's absolutely none.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that then.
Yeah, so it's not to do about me, and I'm not judging it. I can just make. I'm making an assessment here.
Yeah.
She don't like what's going on.
Yeah. 100% agree with that. And I was gonna say one thing that actually really, really annoys me. That one is for the girls because I don't do it at all. I think it's really a scam. It's like the filters.
Yeah.
Like I've got friends who go through all the pictures and there is not one single picture with no filter. It's like, what world have we come up to now? You like literally disguising yourself. It's like not everyone in the real life has got their teeth done, they've got the boobs done, they've got this, that done, but you're still putting a filter on your face on social media. What is the actual point?
Do you know what it is? Yeah, with the filter thing, I do think that we need to separate from filters. I think filters really, really pushes the whole body dysmorphia thing, but people are not ready for that kind of conversation. However, with guys, like for me, if every picture you see on this girl's page has a filter, and then you go and buck her in real life, and you're acting confused. What are you acting confused about? It was there. Like, what are you talking about? Do you get what I mean?
But men are stupid, man. Sometimes we can't tell when there's filter. Well, I you know what? Sorry, let me speak for myself because sometimes my brothers be pointing stuff out, and I'm looking at, is it? Like, brother, can't you see that's a filter? I'm like, I'm just so trusting and just, you get what I'm trying to say? I just think everybody's just as honest as me.
When I'm thinking about it, because when you said about, you and the caller said about it should really be more in person kind of conversations. That is a real thing. But I think what I've just clocked at the moment, I think for me is that I don't know much about you in person. Like online, if it's social media, sometimes it's hardly ever like a stranger I don't know. We'll have a mutual follower there and that restores, stuff like that restores confidence. But I can actually and do my proper research. But when you're just a stranger, you could be, and they tend to be sometimes, you could be married. You could have a whole situation, but I don't know that because I don't know you from anywhere. I don't know who we know together. You are just that okay, do you know what it is? For me, it's that not knowing, I can't deal with that. Not having access to information that I need to have access to know whether or not I want to engage with you, that freaks me out.
Yeah. We've just evolved, innit? And we're just adapting to the times we're in because back when, back in the 90s, there was no social media. So everything was front facing. There was no, I need to find out we've got mutuals. I need to see some pictures first. What are your interests? It was just, this is who you are and this is who you are.
And that's why we're living serious lives.
We're living in a new age now, innit? So we're just playing by a new set of rules now, innit?
Yeah.
And I feel like there's less. I feel like, was it, sorry?
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, sorry. It reminds me also, like, it's the intention, isn't it? You don't really know if, like, the person is actually interested into you or what they actually want. Because personally, I'm more of, like, relationship person kind of thing, and it actually just reminded me of like once I went on a walk with just like meet up groups kind of thing, just to like try and meet more people and stuff. And after the walk, he ended up that one guy asked me to like go for a coffee, and then like we chatted and stuff, and then we ended up like getting to know each other better. And I was thinking in my head, oh, that was nice, like, like the impromptu thing where you don't think you meet someone, whatever not. And in the end, he was a prick. Like, all he wanted wasn't a relationship. It was basically like an actual real player. So in the end,
let me ask you something. Sorry, because obviously you that touched on something that I hear women say all the time. Like, I see girls like moan like that. Obviously, men ain't serious. Like, every interaction they have with a brother is someone that just wants to fuck.
Yeah.
Like, every single interaction, every time, and it gets annoying. Sorry, you're breaking up.
Sorry, I was going to say, but you seem that kind of person, like, not serious.
Who, me?
I'm about saying, like, by and all this, and you might not seem like that, but that's kind of like the impression that is given that you're not really serious either.
Yeah, but that's all right because I ain't looking for no one, so I don't care.
Man, I ain't looking
You know
for
what I'm
no-
saying?
do
I'm
you know
straight.
another
I'm
thing,
not worried. I'm
actually?
not worried about me. And also, I'm not lying to anybody or making anybody
Yeah.
think that I'm serious in order to sleep with them. So
Do you
you
know
don't
another
have to
thing
worry
for me,
about me.
yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not an option. Like that's fine. But what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
when girls are saying that guys are just not serious and all they want is sex and
Yeah.
do you think that social media makes that worse? Because obviously, you just
I think
objectifying yourself on.
social media makes everything worse. It's conflating everything.
I think it depends what kind of content you put out. Because you know what it is, yeah? Because I don't think I put out I don't put out thirst traps. I don't put out sexual stuff. I don't believe so. I don't actually. I do believe that. I know I don't. But when a guy moves to me in person, I'm just like, what about me have you seen that you want to talk to? So it's weird because I feel like I'm more sexualized in person than I am online. Like on my Insta, whatever, I'm goofy. I say silly things. It's a lot more my personality. So you can be someone who's watching my stories and be like, I want to get to know this girl. She's funny. But if you see me in person, you've just seen bum and you move to me on account of that. I don't like that. It makes me uncomfortable. I really don't like it because what about me have you seen?
But why are you assuming it's just the bum?
Because sometimes you see them do a double take. What are you double taking for? Why didn't you see the first time?
That must be mad for a
Face.
girl. You know, to
No,
walk
no,
past
no,
a
it
guy,
could be
yeah,
face, no, it could
and
be
face to
face.
face, he didn't bother you. Then he gets past you, and then he's going, yo, come back here.
No,
one
but,
second.
but you're right. It could be face, and the thing is, I can tell. I can tell when it's face because a guy will be like, "Oh, you look like you're beautiful. You got a beautiful smile." That, but sometimes I've actually had guys who don't know me from anywhere be like, "Oh, you're sexy." What are you talking about? Or you got a nice figure. You got a nice shape. Do you get me? So I'm like,
approaching
go
a girl
away,
and telling
man.
her she has a nice figure is
You know what, though?
They do.
One last one.
absolute bona fide idiot thing to do.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, the first thing out your mouth, you got a nice shape.
Yeah, but
Your body is
what you're
banging.
so damn.
The thing is, yeah.
Dang.
I said, damn.
I'm sorry.
If you want to lay all your cards on the table, yeah, and lead with that because that's what you want, and you want to make it clear to her, this is what I'm about, then fair enough.
And that's the thing, because that's what I think. Because when a guy compliments my body, I don't like guys compliments my body. Like even if it's a first date, we've been talking for a while, I don't like. It makes me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Makes me feel like you're sexualizing me. So if you compliment my body
I
or
want
my
to know I'm
shape, my
sexualizing you,
figure,
though.
I don't want you to
that's
sexualize me.
because
That's what you want.
Yeah, but even if I wasn't in a relationship, like sex is important. Like
Yeah, but when
interaction
the
with the
relationship-
interactions between us has got to be that.
Yeah, but a
like,
lot of things are happening in the relationship that are gonna. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but we got to get there first.
we don't.
What we mean is, when you first approach a girl, if you,
This is why I'm lucky as well. I don't approach girls. I don't bother people. So we see what she's saying, like the way I come across and the way I present myself here. I'm allowed to come across like that because I do not bother people. So anybody that I mix
They just
with,
come flocking to you, don't they?
not flocking, but anybody that I mix with, wanted these problems. I'm not in DMs and running guys down.
Yeah.
When I'm in the club, I stand in the corner and keep myself to myself. I don't bother people because I'm not. Why am I going to bother anybody? And I'm just
not allowed to say this and that.
No, but I'm just on smoke. I'm just on fuckboys. So why am I going to bring anybody down with me?
That's fair.
You get me? As I say, and I live my life openly, and I talk
that's
openly.
fair.
So people come and bother. If we're like-minded individuals, or you want to interact with me, you'll come and you'll let me know. I don't bother people, so I don't have to.
No, I think that's
you know what I'm trying to say?
because
That is fair.
you put out what you're about in it.
Yeah.
So if anyone comes into your world,
They know
they're
what you're
coming
about.
for a reason because they want they're on the same shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you see, I put out wholesome babe. So when you meet me and you're like, oh, you're sexy, your figure's not big, sir.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, but the
Let's
guy
go.
that just saw you in the street, he doesn't know that you're putting out wholesome babe. He's trying to find out what you're about.
Yeah, it's not about the ass. That's what I'm not about that. For me, anyway, personally, it makes me feel uncomfortable. Even on the first date, I don't want you commenting on stuff like that. It's awkward. I think we'll get to the
This
point
is your
where I feel like you're
God-given
attracted
talent,
to me.
and someone's praising you for it, and you're feeling
man.
bad about it.
Nah,
I'm not saying it's uncomfortable.
Sorry,
Well,
brother,
no,
what did you
no.
say? Let's call it.
it's
Let's
in
call
bad
it
taste.
some
It's
shit.
in bad taste.
Sorry, caller. Sorry, babes.
Sorry, can I? No, sorry, it's me. I'm not part of the show. I was just gonna say, but also like I go to the gym quite a lot and stuff, and I work to myself quite a lot and things. I will say I do have a good body, but
alright.
I don't like putting it on social
You don't
media
flaunt
that
it,
way.
yeah.
Like,
So
I won't, like,
you're
put,
saying you
like-
got back, but you don't want man to talk about it, basically.
Well, actually, I haven't actually got any pictures of like. No, I'm just talking in general. Like, I do weightliftings and stuff. So I've got like a good body in general.
Would you be offended?
Well,
Would you be offended if a guy commented on your body, like gave it a compliment, and that was like one of the first things that come out of his mouth?
I was trying to get at actually. So it does offend me just because I feel like if I post pictures on social media, and I put like a picture of my body and stuff, you know, even like just from the gym and things. Like I've noticed as well, just like in my story, it's always guys like responding, and you know what? Sometimes I'm just like, it's nice, you know, it's nice compliment and stuff, but the way that they go about it is a bit like, you just want to have sex with me, and it's just like not what I want. I'm just like putting out, you know, the hard work that I've gone through, and why should I not? But guys here, for you, and a lot of my some of my guy friends we've had arguments about this. They think that girls do it for them, and it's like,
and the gag is we don't.
And we do not. I don't go to the gym, even if I wear like, you know, like leggings, a sports bra, because I only wear a sports bra to the gym. It's for myself, actually, not for you.
Can I just say, yeah, because women are proper weird, yeah. Listen.
Yeah, we're the weird ones.
Yeah, you are, because I don't understand why you're so upset that men want to have sex with you. It's actually a compliment. Like you said, people are out here dying bad. There's some people in this world that nobody wants to have sex with.
But
I'm not thinking about those people. Yeah?
I'm not down bad.
Nobody wants to have sex with them. Yeah, a man's telling you that as a compliment. Just because a man wants to have sex with you doesn't mean he's going to, or he's even going to attempt to, or you have to allow him to. Just that he wants to, and you have to assume, yeah, that even if there can be more involved, it's not just sex on the basis level, yeah, but on that level, yeah, every man that's attracted to you wants to have sex with you. Some are prepared to do what it's going to take and jump through the hoops, and not just wham bam thank you man. They might even be prepared to give you a serious relationship for it. But these are the goals.
But, okay,
this is what man wants.
Two things, yeah. You see how you said that there could be other things that are there beyond the sex.
Yeah.
Lead with those things. That's the first thing. Secondly, everyone is different. Everyone's got. There are women who want guys to call them sexy on the first. There are women who want this, but as for me in my household, I don't want that, and that's fine. I think everyone leads with different things. I'm sorry, and I know when a guy meets me, he can't tell my personality is like, he can't tell what my heart is like, he can't tell all these things, but I think there's compliments that mean more to me than you complimenting my body. I know I have a nice body. This is why I'm probably wearing whatever it is I'm wearing. However, I don't want you to lead with that. For me, if a guy leads with sexual stuff, with objectifying conversation, we are not going to have a conversation beyond this, because I'm not interested.
And also, right, you're not even, some guys don't even have to. Like, do you compliment women's like shapes and stuff, physiques?
If it's like apparent, like if it's like, yeah, I would, yeah. I let people, yeah.
I think for the most part,
all them curves and me with no breaks.
You know what it is? You know what it is, right? For me,
you are a nuisance.
Obviously, giving.
Where you get it? God damn, girl. Shouts out to your mama. You know that.
I'm focus right now. Just
He's pissing me off. Man said all them curves with me with no breaks.
No, but I've got a question for Max. It's like,
I've even lost my train of thought now.
Sorry, I can't hear you. What's the question?
Sorry. So you saying that obviously that might. So you were saying that obviously a guy might want to have sex with you, but he might want obviously like a relationship and other things.
Yeah.
So if the case, how should we, women, respond to you saying, "Oh well, we've got a nice body and whatever"? If that's the things that you're leading with from the beginning, how should we respond and filter through the BS to get to?
No, you're right. Like I said, you're within your rights, yeah, to set up whatever your standards are, innit? So if that's a red flag for you, that's a no-no for you. If a guy leads with body stuff and it's a no-no for you, then you're allowed to say, you know what, you're out of there. You can pick and choose. I'm not telling you to change anything, because obviously it works for you. That's your parameters that you want to set for yourself. I'm just saying, I don't understand why it's deemed as so offensive.
Can I say something as well? Do you know what it is? When a guy leaves with sex, yeah, it's hard to bring it back to wholesome content without that being the lead now. And that's the problem, because if you guys are relating on like a personal, like what your interests, all that kind of usual conversation, and then you're flirting here and there, that's good. Do you get me? Now we're kind of feeling each other's vibe on stuff. But I found that with guys that lead with sex, that is all. That's because that's it. That is all they bring to. That is all they have. It's a struggle to have sensible conversations without it somehow getting back to sex. Like,
I think this is why, because
weird,
obviously
man.
people don't always like put their cards on the table, innit?
Yeah.
Some guys don't want to do this stuff. Some guys will go through all of that stuff and get to know you and do all this stuff, and all they want to do is have sex. And this is where the lines get blurred. And this is why I'm saying that's bad. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
That is a bad thing to do. To go through all those things, get to know the girls, do all these things, act like you're all this, and all you wanted to do was fuck.
I think it's the most pathetic thing ever.
That's crazy, because once you chop, you're gonna lose interest. You get what I'm trying to say? So if you be respectful and be honest about what you want and where you're at, but then all of a sudden you're rude, and this is all the guys want. So it's just like, you don't make guys have to lie to you to get into these positions. Like, you're forcing man to do all this foolishness.
Do you know you don't need to lie? Because there are women who will relate to you on that. So if a guy moves to me and is talking to me about sex and whatever, and I tell him like, you're too forceful, this is rude, blah blah, that is because that's not my taste.
Yeah, but he wants to chop you.
Then you can't.
But this is why this was game. This is where game comes into it because I can chop you because I got game.
No, you can't because the thing is, then if you I think it's more pathetic for you if you want to chop me.
Potato.
No, it's not.
You call me names if you want. If
Mark, stay here with me.
I'm not with you, though.
Stay here with me.
Let's put a clear barrier between
us. As a man, see me as a woman. I don't want a man who doesn't want me back. So as a man, you should not want to be with a girl who doesn't want to be with you. If you want to have sex with me and I say I'm not interested in that, you shouldn't want to be with me. So you should not think the next best thing for you to do is to lie to get what you want.
Some men are conquerors. You think the Native Americans wanted that treatment?
2 words: self-control. That's it. That's all I have for you. Self-control. You can't have everything that you want.
What's that? What, sorry, Dana, what did you say?
Sorry, darling.
No, I was just gonna say. I think, to be honest, dating nowadays is we really are in the trenches because it's really hard to just know, even with social media, if someone is really going for you. Because what you said, like, literally just reminded me of, like, I dated not dated, but, like, I met a guy on Hinge.
Yeah.
And, like, he was nice and stuff. We went on a first date, and actually, I was actually 1 hour late on that date because of traffic in Manchester. Anyways, he actually waited for me. We had, like, a really nice date, chatted for, like, 6 hours, whatever, guys. And at the end of the day, we only had like a small kiss because I really didn't want it to lead to anything more.
Yeah.
And then like we saw each other like a few more times. We were talking every day. Like every weekend we kind of like dated. So like probably like a month. And then one day we were supposed to go on a date and it was raining really bad. So I said, well, why don't we do like board games and whatever? And we ended up like sleeping. Anyways, after we did, I made a joke saying, "Oh, like now you got what you wanted, blah blah blah. You know, like next minute." And he was like, "No, obviously no." And the day after, he actually ghosted me. Like, so after all of what you did, it's all of that effort that you've gone through. Like we're talking weeks on weeks every single day, invested money and time, never let me pay for a date and stuff, and actually you ghosted me. So I was actually, but that was the first time that it happened to me ever, and I was very, very shocked. So to be honest, I was quite upset, to be honest.
See, and he's a piece of shit, and there's loads of men out here that are like that, and that's their whole MO, that's their game. These are the things that they do. You get what I'm trying to say?
Well,
and people think that's normal, and then you got people like me who just live in their truth and be open and honest, but I'm the piece of shit. I would never do that to somebody. You get what I'm trying to say? I would never do that to somebody.
No,
let's be honest though. I would never do that.
I hear it, though, but the thing is,
sorry. Thank you very much, caller, for calling in. I appreciate it.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you for calling in.
But the thing is, that's fair. However, just because the girl who says that she doesn't like that approach, just because she said that doesn't mean that you're necessarily a bad person. You know your intention in it, so it's fair enough. But I still don't think that is grounds to then go forth and lie.
Yeah.
I would never be able to justify a lie on account of that.
That's when you can't big up your chest then. Because if you come forthcoming, and let her know exactly what it is, and she's like, I'm not on that, that's you being honest. That's where you get your stripe, your Blue Peter badge. But if you now come back and start lying because of what she's told you, that's when I take the Blue Peter badge away.
Yeah, no fact.
And now you're in the trenches with my man.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm just talking about other people because there's all types. It takes all types to make the world go
does.
right.
Yeah.
I don't do that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't lie to women. I used to. I was a child. I was a teenager. I've been thinking. Now the penny dropped. I can't remember what age I was, and I realized I don't have to lie to none of these bitches. I ain't gonna miss no meals. Anybody who's gonna fuck with me is gonna fuck with me. Anybody who ain't, and you'll be surprised at how many will. And I could be honest. I could be myself. Once I realized that, game changed. I was fine.
Good morning, Kevin. How are you?
No, it's not Kevin. Say it himself. Mr. Kevin.
Mr. Thompson.
The Honourable
Mr. Kevin.
Elijah Muhammad.
Good morning.
You know, I had to call in for this one. Some truth bombs getting dropped out here.
I bet.
Oh, am I spitting facts, yeah?
Spitting 100% facts. You know where it is. You know, we're just lying to you. We're just going to end up lying to you. Because if we can't tell you the truth, we want what we want. I'm not telling you it's right. I'm not telling you it's morally correct.
Yeah, but the thing is, why can't you just walk away?
Yeah,
because he wants what he wants. Ain't you listening?
No, but why can't you walk away?
Exactly.
Have some self-restraint.
But you know
that you said you're front end too. You're fronting as well. You know what?
What's that?
He said,
Yeah.
you're
You're
fronting
fronting.
too.
You know
Kevin,
you're
you
fronting
better
too.
cut the line.
Do you know what? Do you know what it is? Yeah, the thing is, yeah, you can't. When you start doing the whole, a guy wants what he wants. That is into dangerous territory, and this is why it needs to be stopped at. She's not on you like that. Leave it there. I'll be honest, it's getting very dangerous.
It is dangerous, but let me give you the analogy that I've been using recently. Yeah, nobody likes it, yeah, but it's the truth. Yeah,
Here we go.
When you get all these dumb apps and all these things, yeah, you got the terms and conditions. In this day and age, we just scroll to the bottom and press accept, because what we've learned is if we don't press I accept, yeah, we cannot use this app. Yeah, we don't know what the fuck's in the terms and conditions. We do not care what's in the terms and conditions.
I know.
They put these parameters there, and this is what women are doing with their pum pum. They're putting terms and conditions there, and the man them has to make the choice whether he wants it or not. Do I want this pum pum or not? Yes or no? And if my answer is yes, I'm gonna scroll to the bottom and I'm gonna click the terms and conditions, and I'm gonna move on. And that's what the problem is.
What happened to the last caller was a beautiful example of what bear man do. They'll just play the long game. He said, all right, cool, I'll take you to the date. I'll do the conversations, 6 hours on the phone. Yeah, all of that. As soon as he got the coochie, he was out. Like Mark said, he really is a piece of shit.
Yeah, he is.
He really is a piece of shit. Because most men would have carried on chopping at least.
At least.
Like, he's one of
Do you know what it is, yeah?
He felt so offended by her making him wait that he said, as soon as I'm chopping, I'm out.
Do you know what it is, yeah? If a woman tells you she's not interested, if you put sex on the table and a woman says she's not interested, and then you then spend time lying to her to then get the sex, that is emotional manipulation, and that there is definitely very, very dangerous territory. That is coercion.
This
is why our relationships are so contentious. This is why
I'll be honest, and then this is how it becomes a crime.
Yeah.
In all honesty, because you can't. For me, yeah, like it's so morally wrong. It's so morally disgusting for you to know that a person doesn't want to have sex with you because they want something more serious, and then you pretend to be this person who they want, and you get them to trust you.
That is egregious.
That is a crime, man.
It's not a crime. Let's not do that.
It needs to be a crime.
It's dangerous language.
We're
all within our means, yeah,
to
use whatever resources we have here. You see that you're saying like men are the one that run the game, yeah. And obviously, men do it differently. There's some men that do it, and their whole game's based purely off looks. They don't have to even talk, and it's just they get attracted. Some men that do it off money. You see the lifestyle man that get money. There's some men that can make guys laugh their pants off, boom, boom, boom. And there's some men that lie. I mean, it's one of the options. It's in there, like, and we're all within our means to use whatever resources we have to us. You can't be talking about it's a crime now because you fell for my lies.
Listen.
Like, it's not that egregious. Let's not do that.
Listen, let me tell you something. Yeah? If you're presenting to be something that you're not, because you know that's what she wants. That's what she wants, and will get you what it is that you want. Yeah. If a woman says she doesn't want to have sex with you, she's not interested in a sex-only relationship, and you spend time presenting to be something that you know she wants, and then you get the sex and you dip, that should be a crime. You have coerced this woman and you manipulated her.
You gotta check your mirrors. It's not you gotta check your mirrors. You ain't got no awareness.
How do I check my mirrors if this is what you're presenting to me? This is what you thought you're coming to me with.
You gotta
what kind of mirrors? How do I?
You gotta see the sense through the nonsense. You gotta be aware. You gotta be. I've seen this move before. This guy can't be trusted.
And she's never seen the move before.
It's experience. This is what the men use. The men use their experience. They've seen these moves before. When girls say these certain things, oh, I've seen these moves before. I know exactly where to go. You gotta see this youth and say, this youth's an idiot. He don't deserve me. You get what I'm trying to say? And sack him off.
The thoughts and views of Kevin Thompson and Margs are of Kevin Thompson and Margs alone. And do not reflect my opinions, please.
To pretend to be something to a woman, and then you get what it is that you want out of her, and then you just ghost, and you just dump her there. Do you understand what it is that she's now got to deal with? That it makes her question a lot of things about herself, about
we're not saying it's good. We're not saying it's good.
All that stuff, and we can't be promoting lies.
No, we're not saying it's good.
Yeah, but
no one ever said it's good.
Yeah, but we're
saying it what it is.
You know, for me, right? Lying to girls to try and fuck them is bottom of the barrel to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it happens.
I know it happens.
It happens, but
that's what we're saying.
But the message needs to be, it needs to stop happening. Not that you can't. So the message at the moment, what the message is sounding like is, a guy will come and be honest with you and say, I want to have sex with you, and you throw him off. This is why guys lie. What it is this conversation is justifying the reasons why some guys lie, and that there is dangerous. It can't be like you can't do something like that and then just leave a person. Now she's got to pick up all the pieces of all this nonsense, and then guys want to complain about girls are going into relationship with trust issues. Of course they bloody are.
The thing is, like I ain't sitting here like I'm perfect, right? But one thing I don't do is lie to girls to have sex with them.
That's mad,
That's something
man.
that I don't do, and I don't need to do that. If it goes,
Yusuf, you're lying right now.
No, I'm not lying.
You know that
No,
you
I'm
have
not lying.
conversations
Kevin,
that you are not interested in
Kevin,
having.
Kevin,
you have them all the time.
Kevin, one thing I'm not going to do is go back and forth with you, right? that is a fact. I do not lie to women.
Do you really Do you really like Love Island? You really like Love Island?
Where are you going with this?
What's the correlation?
Yeah, you know where I'm going with this.
I don't.
engage in stuff that you are not interested in all the time, just for the sake of gal. Most men do.
What?
Most men.
I was Love Island for TDA. What are you talking about?
It's our job, sir.
What are you talking about?
Well, maybe for the job for you, but there's a whole bag of men I know who watch it and they ain't watching it because
we ain't
they
talking
like
about a whole bag of man. I'm talking about myself. I'm talking about myself. I ain't talking about a whole bag of man.
Watch Love
Big
Island.
man.
You don't care.
You know what I mean? Anyway, what I was saying was...
If you want to say that you don't do nothing, if you want to say you don't do nothing for the sake of gal or even for the sake of your own gal,
you know what, Kevin, you've won. You've won.
I said, you're one.
You've got me. I've been rumbled.
We all do it as men.
What's
Men
your point?
interested
I wanna
in
hear
getting
it.
to half these clubs.
Kevin, Esther wants to hear my point.
But
My
we go to
co-host.
these clubs
Kevin,
for the sake of-
I don't know why.
Kevin.
All right.
Kevin, my
Thank you,
co-host wants to hear
Kevin.
my
Thank
point.
you, Kevin. Your point has been heard. Thank you very much.
Peace
I
out,
appreciate
Black
the call.
King, Black Star, all of that.
I appreciate the call and
Save
we'll see you,
life and light,
see you in
innit?
the comment section, sir.
Yeah,
Run
man.
Rising and stuff.
In
Yeah.
the comments. In
Yes.
the comments.
The point I was making was right. Again, I'm not high and mighty.
Yeah.
I'm not sitting on my pedestal acting like I'm better than man, innit? But one thing I don't do is lie to girls in the pursuit to have sex with them. I don't do it.
It's such a bad thing, man. I think if more men spoke to women about what it like, how that feels for them, the effects of it, is honestly the most horrible thing. It's a very, very horrible thing for it to be a case where a girl's been honest with you and you're like, well, this is why guys lie. They shouldn't be lying. That's the point. You can't present to be something. You can't manipulate someone into having sex with you. That's wild.
You know what's mad? Yeah, I see my brethren one time. I was rolling with my brethren. Yeah, we was rolling. He was talking to this girl. We just started talking to this girl. He spoke to her like every day for like, I don't know, it was about 8-9 days.
Yeah.
Straight though. We're on the roads together. He's calling her in the morning, calling her in the evening. We're sitting down. You know, when you see them memes where they're on the phone and his feet are up in the air and all that. He's doing all
On top
that.
of the fridge and all
Yeah, on
sorts.
top of the fridge, yeah. 8-9 days in a row. Spoke to this thing every day. They never linked each other.
Yeah.
You get me? Then they linked, yeah. Obviously, they've been speaking every day, all day. Everything's intense. So you're trying to say that. After that 8-9 days, they linked up. I think he went to a yard or she come to his yard or whatever.
Yeah.
They had sex. Obviously, that chopped, boom, boom, boom. Me and him's gone on the roads again the next morning. We linked up early. We're on the roads. Boom, boom, boom. His phone's rang. Yeah, I see it. It's her name come up. He's gone, what's she calling me for, man?
Wow.
I said, what? I'm saying, are you crazy or something? Like,
Yo, have an
he's like,
argument.
no, but we was just together last night though. Like she didn't even give it no time or something.
Yeah, man.
Brother, you spoke to her every second of the day
yeah.
for the past 2 weeks, and now you dropped her. You're asking what she calling you for. You know goddamn well what she's calling you for. You piece of shit, man.
And that's the thing.
Wow.
Listen, I think men need to. I'll be honest. Some men just need their hearts broken. I think when they experience it, the way women go through it, yeah, when it comes to guys and like lies and like it's actually very, very mad. And some women are not able to recover from it. It actually like, and the thing is as well, because what I always say, you don't know what people are going through in their personal lives, you know. So you might have been like a form of comfort. Do you get me? So if you're out here bonding and forming a friendship, you might be an escape from whatever it is that she's dealing with in her life, and then you just do your nonsense, and then you ghost her. It's mad, you know. It's actually a very, very wild thing.
Yeah.
Boy,
Yeah,
man.
no, it's deep. It's deep.
Well, that took a turn. I think we should keep it moving because we've got timekeeping and I've got to leave her at 10:30 on the dot. Don't know how we're going to do that.
We can do it.
Yeah, I think
Let's
we
go.
do.
If you hand it over to Esther, you will see how it's done.
All right, then, Esther, let's take these next headlines.
Okay, so Poland has been hit by a Russian missile. Poland stepped up its military readiness on Tuesday night, and NATO prepared to hold emergency talks after Russia was blamed for a missile landing with an alliance member's territory. 2 people were killed in the explosion at a farm near the Polish village of Przewodo, about 4 miles inside the country's border with Ukraine. Poland's foreign ministry Poland's foreign ministry confirmed that the missile was Russian-made and summoned the Russian ambassador to give immediate, detailed explanations. The incident triggered warnings of a major escalation by NATO allies and came after Putin ordered a wave of fresh missile strikes against Ukraine. In response, Muller, a Polish government spokesman, said there has been a decision to raise the state of readiness of some combat units and other uniformed services. NATO ambassadors were due to meet on Wednesday at the request of Poland. Duda, the Polish president, spoke to Joe Biden, the US president, and Rishi Sunak by telephone. The Prime Minister said, "We are urgently looking into reports of a missile strike in Poland and will support our allies as they establish what has happened." Photographs from the scene showed a large crater next to an upturned vehicle. Fire chiefs confirmed how do you say that word?
Sorry, where are we?
The fatalities?
Yeah.
Fire chiefs confirmed the fatalities, but said they had not established the cause of the blast. The Pentagon, White House, and State Department said they could not immediately corroborate the reports and were gathering information from Poland. A State Department spokesman said the reports that it was a Russian missile were incredibly concerning. He said, "We, of course, are ready to stand with our NATO allies and partners, but I want to again be very clear. We do not want to get ahead of hypotheticals. We do not know what has happened yet." So I guess more information to come. I will be reporting on that. And then the next bit takes us to China. So trigger warning, guys. Violent protests in China over their zero COVID policy. Crowds of residents in southern China's industrial metropolis, Guangzhou, have escaped a compulsory lockdown and clashed with police as anger at strict coronavirus curbs boiled over. Dramatic footage shows some overturning a police vehicle and tearing down COVID control barriers. Riot teams have now been deployed in the area. It follows Guangzhou's worst COVID outbreak since the pandemic began. Amid bad economic figures, China's zero COVID policy is under enormous strain. Tensions had been building in the city's Haizhou district, which is under stay-at-home orders. The area is home to many poorer travelling labourers. They have complained of not being paid if they're unable to turn up for work, and of food shortages and skyrocketing prices while living under COVID control measures. For several nights, they'd been tussling with the white-clad COVID prevention enforcement officials, and then overnight on Monday, the anger suddenly exploded onto the streets of Guangzhou with a mass act of defiance. Again, unsubstantiated rumours have played a role. Stories have spread that the testing companies are faking PCR results to artificially boost the number of infections in order to make more money. And our next bit of news takes us to Nigeria, also trigger warning. Three foreign secretaries failed to call for the release of Briton held in Nigeria. So 3 British foreign secretaries have failed to call for the release of a British national being held in Nigeria after falling victim to a brazen and violent act of extraordinary rendition, the High Court has heard. Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, which is acronym IPOB, a prominent separatist movement proscribed in Nigeria, was abducted, unlawfully detained, and tortured in Kenya in June last year before being flown blindfolded on a private plane to Nigeria, the court was told on Monday. Charlotte Kilroy KC, representing Kanu's brother Kingsley Kanu, said the independence leader has been held in Nigeria ever since, largely in solitary confinement, in poor conditions, and without access to medical treatment for a heart condition which had put his life at risk. She said successive foreign secretaries, first Liz Truss, then Dominic Raab, and now James Cleverly, had unlawfully failed to act despite clear and overwhelming evidence of extraordinary rendition, including a determination to that effect from the UN Working Group on Arbitrary Detention and an admission by the Nigerian government that Kanu was transferred by its security services without any warrant of arrest or extradition. Yeah. Kanu, a father of 2, is a dual national but travelled to Kenya on a British passport, but the only travel document he holds, the court was told. While the Nigerian government admitted he was taken to Nigeria without a warrant for arrest or extradition, it claims it was not unlawful as he was wanted for jumping bail. It also denies torture. In 2015, Kanye was charged with terrorism offences and incitement after setting up a digital radio station, Radio Biafra, at his home in London. Kilroy said that while on bail in 2017, there was an attack on Kanu's home in Nigeria in which at least 28 members of the IPOB were killed. She said that when Kanu left the country, he was of course fleeing for his life. This is the guy I was talking about the other week, and I was saying how they actually should have released him by now, but they haven't released him. But yeah, it's crazy, man. But yeah, let's get into Word on Road. Grammy nominations are out.
Not all of them, but I've seen the ones that are important to me.
Yeah. And the ones that's got people in a tussle.
Did Nas get nominated?
What do you think?
Must have. You see, just smiling.
No, he didn't.
Oh, okay.
No, that's a sarcastic smile. So basically, yeah, the Grammy nominations are out. Obviously, it won't go through all of them, but there's been a lot. I'm going to focus on just the uproar, basically. So Lizzo, for example, got 6 nominations: Album of the Year, Record of the Year, Song of the Year, Best Pop Vocal Album, Best Pop Solo Performance, Best Remix Recording. It's all great. Congratulations to Lizzo. Glorilla got 2 nominations, I believe. Yeah, she got 2 nominations.
Yeah.
And then Big Lato as well.
Okay.
She got a nomination as well.
What was Glorilla's nomination for?
So hers is for Lato's got 2.
Okay.
So Glorilla's one is for
Fuck nigga free?
Yeah.
But what's the actual, is it best song?
New artist.
Best new artist.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, best new artist, yeah. And then Lato's got 2. So she's got best new artist as well. And she's got
Miss Lato in best new artist category.
Yeah.
She's been around for a couple of years now.
Yeah, but I guess it's the one that's her breakout.
Yeah, she's been popping recently though, isn't it?
Yeah, so she's got best new artist
everywhere, but I've never even heard none of her songs.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I've known about her for quite a while, so I'm surprised she's in that category.
She's supposed to be good though, isn't it?
Yeah, Miss Lato, she's good, decent song.
And then she also got best melodic rap performance nominee. Yeah. Okay. So basically a lot of the thing is just about what people got. So one of Summer Walker, one of the founders of her label, he came out. So she has got no nominations, and apparently this is the second time this has happened.
Okay.
So she's never had a Grammy nomination. So he came out and he said, Summer Walker not getting a Grammy nomination is actually treason. Shake my head. I was cool when we got snubbed for Over It, which is her first album, but then Still Over It smashed every record, affected culture, and was a masterclass on songwriting. Grammys not acknowledging Summer Walker really makes me lose my complete faith in that entity as a whole. Time to move on, I fear. He says, no Summer, no Kalani, no Ari Lennox, no SZA. Feels like it's something against a young black woman that doesn't work with their award show. Let's talk about it. So that's people's argument, basically, is that there's a lot of people that basically been snobbed. And Summer herself, she actually came out as well, and she said, as for the Grammys, for a second time, the math is literally not mathing. I was going to post some numbers, but it's okay. At least the streets fuck with me. Y'all always pack out every show and support every time I drop. So thanks for the love I do receive. And then also, Halle Bailey, who is Chloe Bailey's sister, she also tweeted and she said, congratulations to all the nominees this year. My angel Chloe Bailey should have been nominated too, but that's okay because she will sweep next year. Just watch. I have mixed thoughts about all this thing. So I feel like with the Grammys, the Grammys become something that's like, so when I was growing up, the Grammys was like the height you want to reach in your music career.
Yeah.
Now it just seems like anybody can get one.
Yeah, because the Grammys, they have, historically snubbed a lot of artists. And there's certain artists that you would reckon would have a Grammy, they don't have a Grammy.
Yeah.
Example, Snoop Dogg doesn't have any Grammys.
Yeah.
Right, for example, right? You would assume that he might have one, right?
J. Cole ain't got one.
J. Cole ain't got a Grammy. I don't think Nicki Minaj has a Grammy. If I'm not mistaken. I gotta double check that.
Yeah, I gotta double check. There's someone else. You know that there's proper like, is it Madonna? I think Madonna hasn't got one.
Wu-Tang, hasn't she got a Grammy?
I think Madonna hasn't got one. Or is it like Queen or something? You know the proper big bands, like the Beatles type people. Some of them don't have any. I remember I Googled it when I was on radio one time, and the list, I could not believe the people that don't have Grammys.
Yeah, Nas only got his first one in 2020.
It's mad. So, but the thing is though, so I get the argument. I get that obviously there's credible people that should have Grammys, at least get nominations that haven't, which is fine. And also now Beyonce is now the most nominated artist.
Her and Jay are tied for 88, right? I think I saw that.
With her and
Jay, her and Jay are tied at 88, I believe.
Really? Because I read that she's now holding it.
Okay.
Yeah. But so I get it. But the thing is, with Chloe Bailey, I would not have expected Chloe to be nominated for Grammy because, babes, you just broke out in your solo career the other day.
Yeah, just double check. Nicki Minaj hasn't got a Grammy.
That's mad.
She's been nominated a bunch of times, but never won a Grammy.
Yeah, but this time they didn't even nominate her, so the Barbs are going crazy about that because they were like, "You're gonna nominate," and obviously, I remember I reported about the whole Nato thing and her going back and forth or whatever. So the Barbs are like, I'm going to read out one of the Barbs' tweets. He said, "Today we witnessed Glorilla and Lato get nominated for Grammy over Nicki Minaj. Wow. Nicki Minaj's Super Freaky Girl debuted at number 1 and spent 12 weeks in the top 10 of the Billboard Hot 100 and number 1 on the Hot Rap charts, becoming the longest number 1 by a solo female rapper on the Hot Rap charts. Yeah, this decade. And that's only a few of the song accomplishments. But yet she didn't get nominated. I don't know.
And I think Madonna has about 6 or 7 Grammys.
Oh, that's okay. So it's not Madonna then. But there's another female singer who is like proper big who doesn't have a Grammy. The list of people who do not have Grammys is mad.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's become something that's just a bit watered down. But I'm kind of bored of these arguments every single year. I think artists should now just stop focusing on that. And that's honestly, that's why I like J. Cole. J. Cole's like, I'm not gonna. At one point, I was chasing that, but I'm not chasing that anymore.
I double checked. He has got a Grammy, but not for his song. He's got a Grammy for the song he's got with 21 Savage. A lot.
Yeah.
Can I quickly piggyback off you for a second, right? So the best rap album nominees, I was quite perturbed by this. So you've got DJ Khaled with God Did. Future, I Never Liked You. Jack Harlow, right, with Come Home, the Kids. What was that? Come Home, the Kids Miss You. Kendrick's album, and then Pusha T. Yeah. DJ Khaled's album should not be in there. It's only there because that's one song.
Future should win it.
Where'd you get that from?
Future's the best album. Future's the best album on that.
Jack Harlow should not be in this category.
That list that he just said, Future's album's the best album on there. Facts.
Where'd you get the toothpick
from? For you.
Oh.
You're such an uncle.
My pocket.
You are such an uncle.
Was it part of a pack?
Huh?
Was it part of a pack?
Actually, I don't remember.
That was a Lucy? You just took it out your pocket and put it in your mouth?
Lucy?
Never mind.
Lucy sounds dirty.
My pockets are clean.
Lucy.
This has been washed. It's got wet tissue in it.
No, I'm just picturing you going into your cupboard at home, taking one out and putting it in your pocket, whistling and going, coming to work. So this is for later.
That will come in handy. Ridiculous.
Yeah, I just think this category is egregious. Like, there's no Freddie Gibbs. His album was solid.
Yeah.
The Game's album is better than Jack Harlow's album. Nas's album, what's it called? Magic should be there as well. But yeah, Grammys. I'll ask a question actually. Do you feel like artists put too much stock in validation from the Grammys?
Yes.
Because they've shown us historically that they don't really do it right.
Yes.
A lot of the time, innit?
And I think the first time this happened and there was outrage and there was all these tweets and all these statements from everybody, I got it.
Yeah.
Second time, all right, some of you are new to this. You haven't experienced this. I get it. Because I remember Justin Bieber every one time was like, whoa, me kind of thing. I get it. However, now, this is like, what, our 5th time? Let's stop it now. I think artists need to stop dying for that validation because it's not going to come. And yeah, it's not going to come. So let's just stop it.
There's a lot of politics involved as well.
It is. That's the thing. There is a lot of politics. But yeah. So also, my next bit of news is about Blueface, who has been arrested for attempted murder. So he was in
Sorry, what?
Yeah, Blueface.
The one that's always fighting his gal.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? Yes. But with all these rappers, I get them confused.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's not for nothing to do with his gal, is it?
I hope not. We don't know because this was a sting operation. He got. There was no word on. He just got. He just got. Swoof. It was a secret operation. Didn't know it was coming, and he just got.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, I don't think it's with his girlfriend because he and his girlfriend have been doing a lot of back and forths and you abused me, no you didn't, yes you did, no you didn't, and guys, he didn't abuse me, I was just really drunk, he was taking care of me. They've had a lot of moments. That's why I haven't reported any of it because it's just all confusing. You just don't know how I am about this kind of tea. But yeah, so they had an open warrant for him and he got in Vegas, and yeah, his charges are felony attempted murder with use of a deadly firearm or tear gas. So he's going to be in court today. So I guess I'll have more news for you guys for tomorrow. But it's just a shame, man. It's just a shame. But it literally was an undercover operation. It was a whole video and everything. It was a sting operation. Wrap them up, boys. And then my last bit is about Ferne McCann. So I'm taking you to the UK. Do you guys ever watch Towie? Yeah, so Towie is like a UK reality show. The only way is Essex, basically. It's based on Essex individuals.
It's fun still, isn't it?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I think they've kind of moved on to other people now. But basically, so she used to go out with this guy, so one of her exes, he's been sentenced to jail for 20 years because he had this whole acid attack.
Acid guy.
Yeah. So basically, there was an Instagram page that basically leaked voice notes where you can hear Ferne mocking the victims, especially one in particular, saying she's effing ugly. So all of that came out basically, and people weren't really sure whether it was Ferne's voice and blah, blah, blah. Obviously, it's speculation, whatever. But she has come out to say that she's released a statement, and I'm going to read the statement. She says, I am aware that people will have a number of questions about the voice messages being put into the public domain and purportedly sent by me. I feel I have no choice but to address these to the extent that I can, as there are restrictions on me which I will explain below. Most importantly, I want to apologise to all the victims of Arthur Collins' actions in 2017, that they have to relive that night and the pain that followed, because this matter is again in the public domain. In particular, I want to apologise to Sophie Hall. So this is the person she actually called ugly, who was a victim of his attack. I do not believe her to be ugly or stupid. She has been brave beyond belief. Arthur Collins' crimes created genuine victims, so I'm not trying to portray myself as one. I'm unable to say much because there are important and significant legal proceedings that prevent me from setting the record straight at this stage. What I can say is that the voice messages that are being released are manipulated, edited, and taken entirely out of context. Even so, I will have said things that are untrue and I did not believe, but I did so to protect my family and myself from serious harm and in the face of significant threats. So she's basically saying the voice notes, it is her voice on there. It is her. However, they've edited and chopped and screwed stuff to make it sound away. And the reason why those conversations was happening was because she and her family were under threat. So Arthur, the guy who was sentenced, the perpetrator of this crime, the criminal, he is the father of her first child, basically. So, yeah, I mean, I'll keep an eye on the story, but I hope for her sake, it has been chopped and screwed and there is a lot better context to it than you actually just mocking the victims of your ex's crimes, because that's very, very distasteful. That's very, very wild, and that's just mad. But guys, nice, quick and short, and that is all for me today. Let's get into Wellness Wednesday. Do you want to do it, or you want to do it?
You can have a go.
Okay, have a go, you know. So guys, obviously, as we told you the past couple of days and earlier in the show as well, we have a special announcement from our friends over at Black Seed VC, which is something for the entire community to get behind. So they're launching the annual startup weekend on the 18th of November, that is this Friday, and they will be giving away 10,000 British pounds to an existing business or startup with the best pitch. So they'll be pitching, they will also, at the workshop, be at pitching workshops all weekend to help you get ready and all that great stuff. As you guys know, our serial entrepreneur, coach, and absolute babe, Danielle, will be one of the panelists. And yeah, so guys, get involved. Head over to Black Seed VC to get more information. If you got a business idea, work on your pitch, ready for Friday, and present it to them, and hopefully you win. Yeah. So Black Seed VC on Instagram. And Wellness Wednesday, Brent, are you leading this one? Are you reading it, or should I read it?
I'll cue the music.
So I'm reading it?
Yes.
Okay.
You can go.
Okay. Sorry, I haven't got my headphones on.
I know.
There's no music. Oh, okay. All right. So, first quote by Stacey Abrams. Admitting mistakes is a fundamental skill too few of us learn. In part, this is because we've been taught it's wrong to be wrong. Second one by Angela Davis. I'm no longer accepting the things I cannot change. I'm changing the things I cannot accept. Ooh, that's an Instagram caption. And then the last one by Madam CJ Walker is, it's pretty hard for the Lord to guide you if you haven't made up your mind which way to go.
That's one of my favourite sayings.
I like this.
That's one of my favourite sayings.
You're dumb.
What?
What's going on?
you know what you done. I think you done it word for word as well. You didn't even realize, did you?
Yeah, I knew what I done.
Oh, you knew that.
Brent, do you get it?
Yeah, basically something that LeBron James did.
Oh.
That's one of my favourite saying.
Oh.
You know the little.
That's one of my favorite.
I'm going to read them again because these are very, very good. I love a good quote. So the first one by Stacey Abrams. Admitting mistakes is a fundamental skill too few of us learn. In part, this is because we've been taught it's wrong to be wrong. The next one by Angela Davis is, I'm no longer accepting the things I cannot change. I'm changing the things I cannot accept. And the third one by Madam CJ Walker is, it's pretty hard for the Lord to guide you if you haven't made up your mind which way to go. I really like these. Thank you. Let's head into our next headlines. Enough of all that. All right, guys, trigger warning again. So this is about the army families who are suing Ministry of Defence and they've been told to drop the case or get legal fees deducted from their wages. This is wild. A coroner has concluded that a 2-year-old boy died as a result of a severe respiratory condition caused by prolonged exposure to mould in his home. Awab Ishak died shortly after his second birthday in December 2020. Rochdale Coroner's Court heard his father had reported the mould several times to Rochdale Borough-wide Housing. The coroner, Joanne Kersley, said, how in the UK in 2020 does a 2-year-old child die as a result of exposure to mould? This is not simply a Rochdale problem or social housing problem. The tragic death of Awab Ishak should be a defining moment for the housing sector. The inquest heard action to treat the mould which caused the condition leading to Awab going into respiratory arrest had not been taken. Ms. Kersley said, ventilation in the bathroom was not effective. There was a lack of ventilation in the kitchen and an overall lack of effective ventilation system in the property. This was a direct contributing factor in the development of the mould. I find, as a matter of fact, that a more proactive response should have been taken to treat the mould. She said from July 2020 until December 2020, Awab continued to have chronic exposure to harmful mould. That's very sad. Hopefully they can get justice, man. And trigger warning again, this is about Stephen Lawrence's killer who's been left scarred for death.
Yeah.
Hey.
Do you know what? Here. Okay? I'm going to take part in that and all. So a racist killer of black teenager Stephen Lawrence has been left scarred for life after he was attacked by blade-wielding inmates in prison. Murderer David Norris, who's age 46, was reportedly found profusely bleeding from his face after he was shivved by 2 men in HMP Dartmoor, Devon on Sunday. He is said to have been slashed from his forehead to his chin before prison officers intervened, dragging him to a safe area as he howled in agony. Norris was cornered outside his cell by 2 burglars wielding sheaves, or shanks, as is known, which are self-made knives fashioned from objects such as toothbrushes and razor blades. The 2 prisoners then attacked him as other inmates looked out while the pre-planned attack on racist murderer Norris took place at just after 8:30 on Sunday. He was then shipped to hospital for treatment and doctors say he may end up permanently disfigured due to his injuries. After receiving stitches to his wounds, he was kept in hospital overnight and he will reportedly return to the prison at some time today. The attack is reportedly not linked to Stephen Lawrence's murder in 1993, but instead related to an earlier argument with fellow inmates. Police are now investigating the attack.
He came.
Do you know what I always say?
He came up the other day. Weren't he talking?
He did.
Did we put him in Down Ere or something?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, he did. So, do you know what I always say? I always say to people, karma doesn't always show up in the way that you think it's going to show up. It's going to show up in another way. So while this might not be for Stephen Lawrence, in a way, it is for him as well. He deserved that.
100%, man.
So, yeah. That's that on that. Let's get into the reaction.
Into your favourite sports headlines, the reaction.
Yay.
Obviously, people, big news tonight. Oh, am I going to be in? Big news tonight, Ronaldo's interview's dropping. So you can talk about that because obviously we're going to have a little deep dive and unpack that tomorrow. Esther's going to be leading the conversation.
That's right. I'm going to watch it. Where's it on?
I don't even know.
Okay, I'm going to watch it.
But First headline is Rooney's response to Ronaldo's interview with Piers Morgan. So, Sky News have reported that Wayne Rooney is bemused by the criticism levelled at him by former Manchester United teammate Cristiano Ronaldo. In a bombshell interview with Talk TV, published by The Sun, Ronaldo took aim at former United colleague Rooney after he warned the Portuguese forward last week that he is becoming an unwanted distraction at Old Trafford. Asked about Rooney's criticism, Ronaldo said, "I don't understand. You should ask this question to him. I don't know why he criticised me so bad." And asked if it's jealousy, he added, "Probably because he's finished his career in his 30s. I'm still playing at a high level. I'm not going to say that I'm looking better than him, which is true."
I'm not going to say it, but it's true.
So is that what Ronaldo said or Piers said that?
No, Ronaldo said this is a quote. This is quotes.
Well, Ronaldo is
I'm not going to say that I'm looking better than him, which is true. It's hard to listen to that kind of criticism and negativity from people who played with you. For example, Gary Neville as well. People can have their own opinion, but they don't really know what's going on inside the training ground at Carrington or even my life. They should listen to not only one point of view, they have to listen to my point of view as well. It's easy to criticise, but if you don't know the whole story, it's easy. End of quote. It is understood England's all-time leading goal scorer has always maintained that Ronaldo is one of the best two players in the world alongside Lionel Messi. But he also feels that the 37-year-old needs to accept he is in the latter stages of his career, and being a player at a club the size of Manchester United means respecting the situation and not expecting to play every minute of every game, which is fair. Our second headline is England captain Harry Kane says England can win the World Cup.
He's been said that though. He's a captain.
I suppose. Harry Kane insists England are not afraid of saying they can win the 2022 World Cup and believes their poor form has lowered expectations heading into Qatar. Gareth Southgate's side are one of the bookmakers' favourites to win the tournament, having reached the semi-finals of the 2018 World Cup, while they finished as runner-ups as last year's European Championships. But Kane feels the Three Lions can go one step further in the Middle East and win their first major trophy since lifting the World Cup in 1966. In an exclusive interview with Sky Sports, England captain Kane said, "We have to believe we can win it. I look back at England 10, 15 years ago and it was almost like we were scared to say we wanted to win it. I think one of the big shifts that we've made over the last 4 years with Gareth is not being afraid to say that. Look, we're going to this tournament to win it because we believe we can. It would be wrong to think otherwise. That's like, what's the point of going to the World Cup and not believing that you can bring the trophy home? It's going to be tough and we're going to have to work extremely hard, have a little bit of luck and have a lot of things go our way to achieve that. But we can do it." And that's it.
Yeah, we can do it.
We can do it, man.
Do you think they can with Maguire at the back?
Yeah, definitely. Maguire's their best centre-back.
Okay.
We going to do our World Cup predictions yet? Are we going to pick a team and...
Oh, when does it start?
Monday.
Yeah.
That's actually the one football I actually can keep up with. I love the World Cup.
I think it's going to be weird now.
Because I wish it was in summer. Summer's the best
I can go
time.
ahead and say that, like, international football is bollocks. Just sorry, people. It's absolutely
You're not
crap.
sorry.
But listen, I buy into it all the time, yeah, and I've realised it's because it's the summer and the league's on a break and there's no other football and we ain't got no other choice. So you're invested.
So the league is still going on, isn't it?
Well, they took a break from the league, but you see, like now, I just want this World Cup to fucking finish so the league can, come back again. I don't give a shit about this World Cup.
Ooh.
This league needs to start again.
That
So it
makes
just lets me know international football is bullshit.
So basically, World Cup usually happens when you guys are off season. Like you guys are not
Yeah.
playing. Okay, so it kind of feeds you guys' appetite.
Yeah.
But now you got bigger things to worry
We
about.
got bigger fish to fry. Like, they're sick.
How long does the World Cup last for?
Probably about a month or something, 30 days maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably about
Do you
a
guys
month.
watch all the games, or do you just watch the teams the
No,
countries
I
you care
can't
about?
watch all the games. I would watch like just the games that I care about. I would pick probably one or two teams and watch their group games. And then when it gets to knockouts, I'll probably try and watch all the games.
Is Nigeria in there?
No.
Damn it. Ghana?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. We got the commies. All right, I could do Ghana. I could watch England as well.
Yeah, England.
I like Germany. I think they play really well.
France.
There's a few
Uruguay,
teams.
they play well.
Uruguay.
Are in there. So there's a lot of talent there. There'll be a few games. I'm not even sure what the schedule is like, what the times are.
No.
So it'll be a weird one. But
I think from what I've seen so far, a lot of games at 7, 4.
evening, afternoon team.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna catch a lot of them.
Yeah, it's gonna be tight.
It's just weird. They just should have done it in the summer. This is just weird.
Yeah, summer's the best. Like, I love football in the summertime. It's the best thing ever.
This is what I'm saying. So then they took that from us.
I would go to the pub and everything. It's proper lit.
Yeah, they took that from us.
It's too cold now. So do you want to do predictions today or when?
I don't mind when everyone wants to do it.
We'll wait till we get everybody here. When we've got a full house, we'll do it.
We've got full house, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, nice. Well, let's get into Done Out Ere.
Tuesday we had a theme and it was out in men and their lack of behaviour. I gravitated towards this story of a lawyer who managed to avoid jail for sending. Is it what's the word called when you porn shame? It's not revenge porn, but even you send people's nudes and videos around.
Yeah, revenge porn.
Well, he's managed to avoid jail for revenge porn. I don't know if he only managed to avoid it because he's a lawyer and he's got experience in this. But again, we have to talk about the system failing us, man. Yeah. You know, you're talking about it should be a crime and criminal offences. These are actual crimes that they're not being.
Not a callback.
I'm just saying. These men are doing actual crimes that they're not being prosecuted for. So Donnie's a lawyer and stuff like that, yeah. And basically he put in a request, yeah, for a defamation case. So he's preparing for a defamation case against someone. So he put in a request for this person, for this woman, and they have to give them like bare information about them on the request basically. So when he got the request, yeah, he got thousands of emails sent over about him and the person or whatever. One of the emails included an email where they've sent a video to each other as the pair of them like having sex and that.
Yeah.
And then this guy has took that video and then he's attached it and sent it in like a generic email where she works. So like an email that everybody's got access to the inbox.
Damn.
So he's reattached it, sent it over to her workplace. There she is getting cooked up by a dude.
Damn.
And this is what's mad as well, yeah? I was trying to read more, yeah? I don't know what the motive is. I was trying to read through it quickly and it's just explaining to me what he done. And I don't understand...
Like what the thought process was.
Yeah, I don't understand why he done it. I wanted to try and unpack it more. Maybe we could... Why would you do that to somebody?
Where's the story? I want to read it.
If you go on the deck, it is number 3. Oh shit!
Is he like her ex or something?
Well, it's him and her in the video. He was linking her.
So why would he want to do that?
I'm trying to work out what she done to him. I'm trying to actually work out what she done to him. And you know what's mad? The judge said he has to pay her $2,000. Is that worth it?
That's it.
Is that it?
$2,000 for this pussy? I know you lying.
He's got to pay £1,000 for court fines and he's got to pay her £2,000 for her trauma. And I would just be thinking like, I thought it would be worth more than that. I thought like if this was happening in America, they would have got 6 figures out of this bad boy. Surely.
I'll be honest, I thought he would at least done at least a suspended sentence, at the least.
It is a suspended sentence. I think he's got 57 weeks.
I changed my mind. At least 57 weeks in jail. Because what you say, you can't, because that's embarrassing.
Yeah, he caused immense physical damage to this woman. But he got sentenced to 57 weeks. It was suspended for 2 years. He had to pay her £2,000 compensation and he's had to pay £1,000 in court costs. And he's got a 5-year restraining order banning him from contacting this bird ever again.
So what are we doing? We're trying to unpack or figure out why he
Yeah, that's what.
Like, what could the thought process be to do this? I feel like maybe she cheated on him.
She probably done him dirty in some type of way. Maybe this was his revenge, his comeuppance, his get back for whatever. Because you wouldn't just send it for no reason.
But you know what's mad? Some people are mad.
You know what I mean?
They would.
But I think he's in the video as well.
I know.
But I think it's what you said. I think he cheated. I think she cheated. Maybe she cheated on him, or he found out she was talking to someone else. Or a guy. Some guys are mad, that even a guy moving to you, even though you have no control over the man moving to you, they'll be able to get mad at that. But I don't control his legs.
She's hurt him in some way that maybe she's unaware of. Maybe she isn't. It's just not in the story. Yeah. Right. And he's done this as revenge. Revenge porn, right?
Yeah, I'm with you.
So, you know what I mean? But we don't know why he done it. He just didn't do it for the sake of doing it. He done it for a reason, innit? But if that reason is justified, we have no idea.
I don't think there's no justifiable reason, man. Because if someone's done something that egregious, then surely the get back should be
different. There's no justifiable reason.
The get back should be different from that.
There are something, there's certain things she could have done.
No, but it's too, that's like a proper bitch move, man.
Unless you lick a tape of mine.
To send, man used his sensible lawyer tricks, to attain this information and stuff anyway.
No, it was wrong.
And then double back and done it. even as I'm saying that, even when you play devil's advocate, there's no condoning this action. There's what could she have done that deserves that? What could a woman do to you that's gonna make you send the fucking sex tape to her workplace?
Unless she sent
kill me.
Unless
if she tried to kill you and you was there and you survived, you're allowed to kill her.
Me, I would never do this anyway. I'm trying to get into his head to figure out why he feels this is justified.
Unless
I don't think it's justified.
Unless he's married and she sent a sex tape to his wife first. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no reason for him to just wake up one day and be like, oh, I'm going to send a sex tape around today.
I'm guessing the people that wrote the stories feels like it doesn't matter, but I'm just so inquisitive. I'm saying that I need what's the motive?
He might just be a crazy guy,
Right,
and that's the
I'm
reality.
gonna throw fake motives out there, and you tell me whether or not. All right, cool. She stole from him. Big money. No?
No.
All right, cool. She slept with his best friend or brother.
It's not worth, no. Got to take that L, mate.
This is so pathetic, yeah. I think she just left him.
I feel like it's one of those things.
I think she just left him.
All right, so she cool. She left him.
Yeah. That's what honestly, I think she just left him.
I honestly feel like she would have just left him, you know?
Yeah.
Like
some guys are very controlling like that.
Like nothing vindictive.
Yeah.
And so it's like you're not gonna get to be with someone else.
Bottom of the barrel, basically.
You.
He's a loser.
He's a loser, yeah, he's a piece of
right.
shit. And that's why I wanted to call out his name. Is it David West?
Yeah.
Because
David
obviously
West.
we were speaking about piece of shit men before. You get me?
In line with that
it
theme.
all ties in. But I want to give you proper examples of real pieces of shit.
I can draw from my real life for that. Don't you worry about that. Don't you worry about it.
What would you do if someone done this to you? Esther?
I would be like mortified. I would actually be mortified, but...
And you'd actually want them to go to prison, innit?
How was the tape though? Was it?
I haven't seen it.
No, I mean like in this hypothetical scenario, the tape that was sent. Good performance, or?
I don't know. I'm guessing it was. I'm guessing it was.
I just can't. No, I have nothing to say.
High production value.
Yeah, that is mad. But you know, okay, so not related to this. So it's not like victim or anything.
Yeah.
Are people really still doing sex tapes in this day and age?
Oh yeah.
That's wild. That's so scary.
I mean, you got to save the memories.
Or people recording them themselves.
Not sending it, it means filming it.
Yeah,
filming it.
I'm sure people, of course.
My fear of it getting out here is mad, you know.
Yeah, but
then I've got to come here and be the word on road.
No, but you just keep it on your phone, innit?
No, but anything could happen. That's what happened to I'll say it because she's mentioned in the song, but Tiwa Savage.
Okay.
When it happened to her, do you know what I mean? Like, my thing is just, I'll be honest with you, it seems very careless.
If that ever happened to me, oh my God, swallow me up whole, please.
like
see, I wouldn't mind if a sex tape leak.
Yeah, you wouldn't
you're
mind
different.
You're a different breed of animal.
Yeah, you're different.
As long as I'm putting in a good performance, like, as long as it's good.
And that's why I asked before, like, what's the performance saying?
Damn, man. I don't care if I'm giving my best.
If I'm doing my thing,
then
it's like let the chips fall.
The thing is, once everything blows over, the lasting memory will be, oh yeah, Margs is a chopper.
Yeah, he's a driller.
Not a chopper.
He's drillers. You know what I mean?
No, I'll be honest. I don't even want people. Okay, do you know what it is? This is how I don't think it's childishness, but this is how like conservative I am about sex. Yeah, when I'm pregnant, people are gonna know I had sex to be pregnant.
Yeah,
that freaks me out. I don't want people with that image. Then imagine my whole sex tape.
When I'm pregnant, people gotta know I had sex.
No,
that's so funny. No. But you know what it is, yeah? I'm childish because my brain still works like that.
Yeah.
No.
Like, even like married couples, if you walked in there and it's like, oh, you're pregnant, I'm like, oh, you just
doing it.
No, you just letting him come.
No, I hear you. My little sister, when she got pregnant, my first thought was,
ew, you be having sex. Do you get me? So imagine my sex tape. Oh my gosh.
I said it to her, I was like, you had sex?
You said it to her?
Yeah.
Nah, no. If anyone said that to her, I'll be like, oh my gosh.
My sister, I thought you had sex?
Nah, I don't want brother saying that to me.
Oh,
I'll be so embarrassed.
Man,
I would honestly be embarrassed to be pregnant. Because now they know that this is what I do in my spare time. So I can't. I feel bad for her, man. £2,000 is not enough. He earns 43k a year. She should at least got 20 grand.
At least half of that, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
She can't sue, can she?
I don't know if she can. I don't know.
In America, though, she would have been.
Yeah, well, this was a criminal case. Suing would be a civil case, isn't it?
I think she should go for it and just sue.
Yeah, but the culture's different over here. I think in America, she would have got some bread, innit?
She would have got some good money. Get your boss to fire you, and then you add that to the law case. Nah, man, you're definitely winning.
This is a man scorned, man.
It's a sad story, man. David West, man, he's a piece of shit, man. That's his name.
Absolutely.
That's his name. You don't see him in the street. Actually, don't do nothing.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. Well,
walk past him and then be like, piece of shit. Piece of shit. You know the worst thing,
Scumbag, innit?
This is why I say even guys move to you in person. I've walked past men, and they whisper something in my ear quickly.
What?
no.
What, as in they lean in?
It's so weird. It's like
What? Did they lean in?
yeah.
Or did they say it in the
They
air?
lean in. So I'm walking. Say we're walking.
Yeah.
I'm going forward. He's coming this way.
What, in the streets or in the club?
In the streets, Yusuf, on the high streets,
That's bogus.
and they'll be like, "You're so beautiful." Ew, man, move your.
That's not
spit from my
happened to
ear.
you before.
That's
Okay,
weird.
all right. I
Like,
promise
like
you.
he timed it. And
I promise you on everything that I am.
So,
so sexy.
It's like, and the timing is perfect because it's like, it's the timing is. I know he does it. They do it regularly. The timing is perfect.
what's the worst approach you've ever had?
Worst approach.
Yeah. Like the worst line, the worst setup, the worst whatever.
I can't think of worst line, but for me, it's when you like. I can't think of worst line, but it's like you know when it's like awkward when you say something to me.
Yeah.
I've responded and I can see that you don't know what to say next.
Oh, wow.
You should have really planned this
Yeah,
week.
prepped.
Walked over here. You should
You're
have prepped. But I think the worst approach will always be when a guy like when you can see that he's had to leave wherever he is
Yeah.
and he's kind of ran
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I want to run. This is
Okay.
scary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, yeah, I would say that's always the worst.
And your best. Like what stands out to you? As you know what? That was a good one.
The best is when I've moved to guys.
Okay. What's your go-to approach? Is it a bit of comedy? Is it a bit of a little would you like a drink? Like, you know what I mean?
I ain't buying no drinks for men. Sorry.
I do that. I actually do the Kevin Hart thing, but I like to annoy
What's that?
people. I like to annoy
What?
people.
Damn,
Yeah, I do. I like people to be painfully aware that like
you're present.
that I've made a comment of the noise that I'm making is about like cheese.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
so awkward. That
No,
is
but I'm not
so
gonna. But I'm just gonna.
awkward.
No, but I'm just gonna go about my business. I'm
Oh,
never
is it?
gonna.
You're a troll.
Yeah, I'm trolling basically.
you're
yeah,
an
I troll. I'm not gonna stop and bother you and do nothing.
So
like
you
that.
just you've made a scene
And just
and
go
there's
about my
nothing
business.
else to come with that.
There's nothing. Like we could come out of the shop. I'm dang.
But I'm trying to understand your beeline, Esther. So you see a guy,
I don't have a okay, yeah, go on.
like so. I'm
peep
here.
a guy?
You peep a guy. What's your first thing you do?
As in if I want to move to him.
Yeah. Like you walk over to him
Yeah.
and then
I think I would just be friendly.
is it like a tap on the shoulder? Is it hey, I'm Esther? Or
I think
you know what I mean?
I wouldn't tap on his shoulder because
Yeah.
that is a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like I kind of have to tell a joke kind of thing.
Yeah.
No. I will position myself in a place where you see me.
Okay.
Then I lead the conversation.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I hate rejection, man. So hard.
Yeah.
Like I just don't because I just don't. I just can't stand. I can't stand.
I don't-
it.
I don't-
That's why I stopped moving to people in clubs and stuff. Like that.
Rejection's something that we've part and parcel of our upbringing, man.
No, I don't want nothing.
I think
don't
men
want
are
nothing.
built-
I'm completely fine with rejection.
Men are
Completely
better
fine.
for it than women.
It don't knock me in the slightest.
No, man, I got a lot of. lust
I've
in
never
my
had a
body,
guy
man.
reject me, but if a guy rejected me, honestly, the ground is like Jesus is time.
I don't
Sound
mind.
blow the trumpet.
I don't
I
mind.
can't
had,
imagine.
like-
That's so
I've
embarrassing.
had like people try to reject you, like let you down gently, like with a comment. Oh, I
Yeah.
think you're really nice and stuff, but get out of my face, man! Get the fuck out of my face!
I'm a
What the
gentle
fuck?
I'm a gentle rejector.
Nah, man.
I'm like, I'm not like, but I always do like to be fair, my go-to is I'm not dating right now. Or I'm not interested in
Oh,
anyone
I
right
got
now.
a boyfriend. You know, goddamn well you ain't got no man.
No, but that's why the guys are sharpening up to that. They'll be like, "But your man doesn't allow you to have friends." I said, "No, he doesn't." I'll be honest. I said, "No, he's controlling."
The
doesn't allow me
funniest
to.
tactic that's infiltrated into the new age of dating is getting a number and calling on the spot
I hate
to
that
make
one.
sure that the number's correct.
Because I used to lie
That's
my
something that's
number.
only been happening like
Yeah.
in the last couple of years. Like,
I
you
used
get
to
a
lie my
and-
number.
You can do the grown one. Come, let me give you my number, and then you put the number in the phone, and before you press call,
Yeah.
you get me.
Yeah, I've had the guys. I'm like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah,
I don't know if I've got minutes.
I'm getting your real number, baby. You ain't
Yeah,
giving
I
it
used
to
to lie
me.
my number, and then guys would be like, "Oh, let me." I'm like, "Oh, I got a digit wrong."
If a guy takes your number, how soon would you expect him to message you or call you?
I think you can message me that day. What I don't like is if we haven't vibed. You know, there's a certain kind of vibe you have with a person in
Yeah.
person. You can call me, but I don't like when we've spoken and then you call me. You don't know me like that yet.
Yeah.
We're not a voice. I like to progress. I like a text. Then we do voice notes.
Yeah, don't
Then from
don't
voice
call me
notes,
straight out the
then
gate.
we do. Don't call me out the gate.
At
What
the
the
gate, you
hell?
called my phone.
I might. It depends on what
It's
we're
awkward.
vibing.
Nah, text me.
Remember, I'm a natural born troll as well, so it depends
Yeah.
on what the vibe's like. If it was a good vibe, I could phone you when I get back in the car. Just making sure I think you might be the one. You know, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Now you're a piece of shit. I said I think you might be the one. You're making me sick.
No, but the thing
Like,
is,
instantly,
but
like, I'll call you and do that.
if the vibe called
Maybe
for
it's
that,
you.
if the vibe called for that, I get it.
Yeah,
because you're going off what you're getting back from every moment. So you feel like, you know what, I can do this.
Yes, and it's the vibe.
Yeah,
but
the vibe.
if it's a thing where you've just moved to me, because there's guys that way you just moved to me and then you want to call me.
Yeah.
But I always let you know because I'll call you like, don't call me later.
Yeah.
Text me.
Yeah.
And then we can move like that.
Read the room, man. You know what I mean?
Read the room, chow.
A man who moves to 2 or 3 girls a day, hazard a guess what type of vocation he has?
Podcaster.
So what?
Vocation means work, right?
What made you go with that verse?
Yeah.
I'm just what made you
go with that verse?
Where'd you go with that?
I'm joking. I'm just trying to go with the agenda with
You said a man that moves to 2-3 girls a day.
What vocation?
Bartender.
No, he's a podcaster, man. He hasn't got. If he's a full-time podcaster, that's why he's got time in the day to move to 3 girls. I'm doubling down on what I said. He's a podcaster, bruv.
All this hate
you
for
mean?
podcasters is crazy. I don't know where it's come from.
No, I love the big up male podcasters, man.
We
I
are
love it.
broadcasters, so we are not podcasters.
Oh yeah, we are broadcasters, but we are podcasters.
Damn it! Try to escape.
No, we're not podcasters.
No, we're not podcasting
outside of our
now.
ventures,
But I mean,
TDA.
our podcast. I talk for a living.
We pardon.
Like when they're saying they hate male podcasters, like they're literally
talking
talking.
about
They're
you.
sending shots at me. They don't at me directly, but they're saying these are the people.
I'll be honest, they're talking about y'all.
What are you looking at me for?
First of all, I'm looking at you the whole show. You didn't know anything.
I'm exempt from the rule, by the way.
Yo, just because we are nah.
I am. A lot of women have clarified that use of you're exempt.
They're lying.
They've DM'd me to tell me.
Do you think it's unprofessional as a personal trainer to be moving to your clients?
Yeah.
Of course.
100%.
How about moving
100%.
to girls in the gym if you're a personal trainer?
100%.
Yeah.
I think moving to the girls in the gym if you're not a personal trainer is
Yeah.
low.
Oh, I hate guys moving to me in the
100%,
gym. That's the
100%.
worst. That's the
100%.
worst.
Yeah, it's wrong.
It's the worst. But I never mind. Yeah.
So you think it's bad? It's bad etiquette.
Completely.
practice.
It is.
Yep.
Why?
Because it's your job.
It's a job.
It's
As a
awkward
personal
because every
trainer,
time
Yusuf, like why?
Why? Because
I suppose you had the mental fortitude and personality of let's say Kevin Thompson.
yeah,
Is it bad practice to move to 2 to 3 girls a day as a personal trainer?
yeah. Of course, it doesn't matter if you're Kevin Thompson or you're.
Just extra spice.
Oh yeah, of course it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you trying to ascertain why?
Yeah, just why? Get into the bicep.
Because it's a very it's a one-on-one job. It's a personal training, isn't it? So if you're one-on-one with someone, I feel like it's inappropriate to take advantage of that.
A lot of personal trainers
Intimate
chop their
setting
clients though.
and move to a woman.
Not all of them, but they'll have clients on their roster that they cooked up. Most personal trainers.
Listen, I'm not a part of that world. So
Have
be honest with
you've
you.
been a personal trainer?
Yeah.
You've never chopped one of your clients?
No,
Thank you, Yusuf. I'm glad you said that.
don't give me that face. Hand on my heart. Never.
Have any of them ever wanted to chop you?
Girls move to me, yeah.
But you done the professional.
on me is,
Have
yeah.
any of them that you interested in that you like?
Think on me is, yeah. I hate the stigma attached
Yeah.
to being a personal trainer. I hate it. Yeah.
Any of them that you was feeling? Because it's easy to reject the meaty ones.
I have eyes, innit? So do I recognize that women are attractive? Yes. Does it mean I'm going to move to them? No.
No, has the attractive ones moved to you? The ones that you recognize as attractive, have they put it on your mask?
No.
There we go. There. That's the problem.
I think the worst place to
That's
move.
the problem.
Can I ask you a question? If you're in a club,
Yeah.
and a guy gets your number, Instagram, whatever it may be, you give it to him. It's cool. Hour down the line, you see him across the road,
I knew you were going there.
talking to another girl,
Yeah.
and you can't see what's going on, but you can see their phones are out.
Yeah.
Is he dead to you?
Don't call. Don't text me. Don't even look at me. I find it so icky when guys just do the number, like you're trying to get any and every number you can.
Yeah.
I find it very. I like men who are not very accessible.
Yeah.
I like men who walk in the spirit of I'm the shit, not in an arrogant way, but you don't need to be moving to every girl. I don't like stuff like that. I like you to have some standards. Worse when I see the person you're moving to and I'm like, wow.
Yeah, see, I don't like to mess it up.
Yeah, I don't like that. You need to get yourself together, man.
I can commit 10 minutes into a rave. If I see something, if my eyes like, and I'm saying like, I like this enough for me,
Yeah.
nothing else that comes in can push me off this.
I want you to
even if
commit
it
to
doesn't
me.
matter if it's better or whatever. If I've made my decision that this is a good enough
This is
standard
it.
for what I'm on,
I'm it then.
that's it. Yeah, I can be done.
I think I
10
really
minutes
don't
in.
like seeing
I
guys
hear
with
that.
other girls. It makes me feel very I feel like it's such a pathetic thing.
Yeah.
I know it's not that deep, but it's me.
I think most men are vigilant though. Like they know that the girl they moved to 5 minutes ago can't see them now moving
You'd be
to
surprised.
another girl. So I feel like most men, once they've secured that first one, then they move a bit more incognito.
You'd be surprised.
Oh,
I've
but sorry,
seen guys in my
I need
face.
to give more context. I wasn't just talking about just for a number or something like that, because you could just give me a number and I can go home with someone else. I meant like, if you was committed,
Oh, you mean committed? Are you coming home tonight?
If it's me and you, I won't talk to another soul.
As in, when you say me and you mean we're going home
We're
together?
leaving tonight.
Okay, no, I'm talking about phone number. Don't get my phone number and then go ahead and get another girl's phone number. If I see that, you're done.
So what about if I didn't get a phone number, but I just took her home and chopped her? That's different.
It's time to go to the outro.
You know what?
How you gonna even ask me that? If I don't want to see him get another number, you think I want to know that he's gone and had...
I think outro, man. I'm not... I might be screwing the story, but I remember one time I moved to a girl at a rave. This is back in the day. And she relayed it to me that it was kind of like at the end of the rave. You know when girls say, oh yeah, come and get my number at the end? Kind of 5 minutes. Right?
Okay.
So I did.
Yeah.
Attempt to. And she told me, oh no, I've given them to someone else now.
So she wanted to see what was going on in the land.
Yeah, so I'm no longer interested in you. I was like, really?
That's some foolishness, but that's smart though.
I rate it, but it was like, raw. Like she literally said, nah, you know what? In the course of this rave, I've met someone else.
Because you know what it is?
And he's taken my number, so I no longer got your number.
Do you know what it is
She came and gave you back your number.
No, I didn't give it to him in the first
You're
place.
dumb. Do you know what it is
She told me, don't spread false. She told me to come and get a number at the end. When I came to get it, she said, no, I gave another guy my number.
No, but do you know what it is though? Do you know why? Do you know what it is? Yeah? She couldn't tell. So basically, yeah, one of the worst things is when a guy moves to you somewhere and he's just lingering.
Yeah.
Big man, move!
Not
because
even
we don't know who else.
Yes, I went about my business.
No, but that's the thing though, because you never know what kind of guy a guy is gonna be like.
Yeah.
Because some guys will feel like, okay, now they're giving your number. Some guys don't get girls often, innit?
Yeah.
And so for them, when you then give them your number, they feel like, oh, this is wife. First of all, someone else might come and I'll be giving my number to someone else who is a better candidate. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's that.
It's all right for you to do it, but if you see a guy give it, like, then this is what I mean.
Yes, but the thing is, no, but it's all right. If a guy gives me his number and then he sees me giving my number to another guy, he's within his rights not to call me because of that. Absolutely. I don't do double standards. If that takes me out of your books, I'm fine with that. I make peace with that. It's not everybody that I like that likes me, and it's not everybody that likes me I like. I'm fine with this.
Yeah, no,
it's
it's a big turn off. If you get a girl's number and then 10 minutes later you see her give a number to another guy, it's like a yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a yeah.
It is what it is.
Or it just tells you what time she's on.
No, it doesn't.
And maybe I'm on that time too.
No, there's no time. There's no time being told because sometimes it's just, again, maybe it was at the middle of the rave and then someone else has walked in. Sorry, but you can't let a phone number hold you back from meeting the love of your life. Furthermore, anyway, the other day we talked about, you can't let your boyfriend or your husband prevent you from meeting the love of your life. What the hell do you think this is? The game is the game, people, and everyone's just trying to get got.
It's true.
So it is. Don't let me see you though, because you will not have any conversation with me. But yeah.
Yeah, I've learned that. I've kind of like, because I just don't like meaningful interactions anyway. So if I do,
You don't like meaningful.
You don't like meaningful interactions.
meaningless.
Oh, okay.
Meaningless interactions.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. Meaningless.
Because when you said meaningful, I thought you meant
I thought right. This guy really doesn't give a shit, does he?
No,
Really?
I don't like meaningless interactions. So I'm not gonna have I don't take pure numbers and Instagrams and all these kind of things.
Yeah.
I'm not doing all this.
Yeah,
I don't like. I'm outside for serious behaviour.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say? Like,
Yeah.
so we're doing all this. Yeah, let me get your number. You're not gonna see me do all that stuff anyway. You know what I'm trying to say? So if I've gone to the lengths of me and this girls exchange numbers and stuff like that, I probably made my mind up like, yeah, this is, like I said, this is it. This is where I'm at, and then I won't need to talk to no one else. I'll be cool.
I hear that.
Because they're not going to do nothing anyway. It's just all this talking.
And that's all that small talk.
You leave the club with five numbers, five Instagrams.
How many siblings you have? Like, fuck off, man.
How many are you going to talk to? And when you chase it up and all that, it's just all long. Like, it's just long.
It's mad though because
Yeah, it's long now.
you know I'm a little bit toxic because there's guys that I've seen out here and I've moved to them. Maybe I like the thrill of it. I think I do because there's guys I've actually moved to because obviously I find them attractive or whatever, and I'm like, okay, I get your number, blah blah, and then after I'm just like, I can't bother, man. I just can't bothered.
You know, like back in the day, it was like a sport sometimes.
Yeah. How many numbers can you get?
Yeah. And you're out on the rave, you're in your fucking early 20s, you know what I mean? You just chat to girls, innit? Just part and parcel.
Dating is fun, man. But yeah, that's it.
Let's get into this outro.
That'll do it. I was going to say, I got to this point, you could close it off, but okay, that's fine.
Take it home, man.
I'll take it home. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you guys every single time. Follow us on all our social media platforms. The day after TNB, Brent is back with the dailies. We've got clips up there, bits that you might miss, and things are just a lot wavier on there. So go and check it out. Like, comment, engage with it. Do all that great stuff. You can also join the community.thenewblack.com. If you would like to send voice notes in, text messages, asking for a friend, sis, what would you do? Also, the number to call when we're on air, it's 075 6484 1073. Don't leave this video without liking it. Don't be a witch, because you guys have been slacking, and I think Brent might need to bring up that the blurred visuals back again, because, yeah. But we appreciate you guys for tuning in. Shout out to the live crew each and every time. If you'd like to inquire about the show or feature on the show, email the team the day after at thenewblack.com. We will see you guys back here tomorrow. Have a great day. About callers.
That's the same guy that called him